All right, we are back again to do another session of this amazing game of D&D. D&D is the amazing game. The campaign is just a game. So Red Skies, here we are. Last time, you guys took the time to head to the underwater grotto where you found the Sahagwin were staying. It was kind of a cave into the sort of southwestern area of the bay. And after a bit of a beginning of a combat, you were able to convince them to let them talk to someone, which returned with a female, well, at least you think is a female. It's hard to tell. They all kind of look weird. With a staff of some sort, who she cast a spell. Thank you, Dresd'a, for not being here, because the whole point of that character was for you to be able to talk to it, but whatever. Cast a spell so she could talk with you guys. And you guys parlayed a bit about having found the row, being able to get them for you, and sort of talked about if she got it back, then they would potentially leave you guys alone for a bit. Did all that. You'd forgotten the row. 6 of one, half of the other. You came, brought it back. They left a couple of people, came, brought it back, gave them the stuff, and then you guys headed back with the promise of returning any more to that cave. At that point, you guys then went and had dinner with the family of fishermen, the fisherman and his daughter that you had saved, and their boat. Learned a little bit about the life in the squalls of the fishermen, and discussed stuff with their children. Their twins seemed to think that Rhux was a dragonborn as opposed to an Alec. I had a little fun with that. He sort of just had a regular kind of little downtime thing with a poor family, which, livened their spirit a little bit probably. Leaving that, you guys sort of discussed briefly about potentially their daughter becoming a crew member. And then you guys went and stayed on the boat the night. Strangely enough, no one had seen Rat and Perry for the last day. But True decided, hey, you guys should watch the ship, and she was going to go get some time off. You guys spent the night. When you got back in the morning, True showed up. But Rat and Perry still hadn't shown up. She mentioned seeing them in the nest briefly, but didn't really keep track of them that previous night. But they still hadn't shown up yet. A little while later, the fisherman brought his daughter to kind of decide if she was going to be part of the crew. That kind of went smoothly, other than Hylough being a little creepy. And and then at that point, you guys decided to follow up. Well, you had spoken with Sev the previous night as well, who had sent somebody to look in on Lyan per your request. And when you got there that morning to see what was going on, you found it being guarded by one of the Argent Watch, and his ship gone. Speaking with that, you found out that they got there and no one was there. So you guys went inside, did a bunch of searching. You found a false bottom with a lockbox, which had some money in it, some of which Marcus stole without telling the rest of the party. And then also some books, some ledgers, basically scrolls, really more than ledgers, but that you kind of figured out were transactions. There seemed to be 2 sets of them. One where it was an actual item that made sense, like stone statue, rigging, bluefish, that sort of stuff. But the people that it was sold to, the names didn't make sense. They seemed to be some kind of code. And then you found a second set of books where both sides seemed to be some kind of code. Kind of perusing through that, you tried to puzzle it out, but you hadn't quite figured it out when we last left. And you guys finished kind of looking around the warehouse, finding out that the water really was salt water. Spent a little more time trying to figure out if there's anything else in there of interest, and then had left the warehouse with Marcus sort of heading towards the halfling trawler, the halfling salvage company. And that's where we left off. So it is now time for what you guys want to do.
So Marcus is rethinking this. What do you guys think? Should we take the books and give them to the constable? Before I was thinking I might make them run, but he might burn them as well with his word against ours. Plus, we didn't exactly figure them out, so maybe someone else will know.
Well, I mean, you left them there currently. You'd put them.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Should we go back in real fast and get them?
Probably.
We should take those books.
Okay, let's go back in and take. I'll go back in and take.
So remember, there's the guy who's outside, and he's like,
"Yeah,
hey, did you forget something?"
Yeah, actually, we did. We got one more thing to bring out and give it to the constable. So,
all right, after you.
Okay, go in, unlock it. Because I already know how to lock it and get through the trap. I assume I won't have any trouble
you
with
didn't
that.
reset the trap, according to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Time. Okay, so yeah, take it, take the money.
We already took the money.
Well, not all of it. I left some of it.
No, you guys took the money last time. I mean,
okay,
I literally have it down in the thing.
Oh, cool.
You just happened to.
I stole part of it.
Palm some of it for yourself.
I didn't think we were going to take it. That's why I only took part of it. Anyway, I completely mean I'm going to share it with everybody. Trust me, guys.
You guys already think that he's crooked, so why would you worry about stealing his money?
So
if he'd been honest with us from the beginning, this would not have.
You're starting to rub off on Hylough there, Marcus.
Please, Hylough's rubbing off on me. I'm actually taking stuff to the wall.
And you pick up the scrolls.
So yeah, let's get the books.
You head back out, and
then we'll shut it back and whatever. Okay.
All right. What are you guys doing next?
So do we want to go across and talk to these people? My original plan was to talk to them, see if they knew where the guy went, and maybe see if they knew anything about human trafficking, or halfling, or elfling, or whatever. Demi-human. Okay, let's do that then.
Guys.
So, as our official spokesperson, Hylough.
Hylough, yeah, what are you guys doing? There doesn't have to be an official spokesperson. I don't really care about you guys.
He's a respectable one.
You guys head across towards that ship again, and similar to the last time when you were kind of came up, it seems like one of the halflings, most of the halflings, like it's a small warehouse. You can see a couple inside. The actual thing is open this time, but most of them are on the ship. It's a little weird. Maybe they stay there? No, who knows? But you see one, notice you guys coming up and says, Elfin, I think those guys are back again. You know, the one with the lizard guy and the strange woman with the horns. After a moment, it's like, all right, I'm coming. All right. Anyway, and you see her kind of peek her head over the top again, and she says, "Oh, it is you guys again. What can I do for you this time?"
Well,
spit it out, man.
Marcus wanted to say something to you. What is it that you wanted to ask her?
Okay, so we had uncovered some evidence of a human trafficking ring, and
human trafficking ring, that's illegal around here, and I just turned into a dwarf. Sorry,
it is. And we suspect your competitor may have knowledge of it.
Not my competitor.
Your what?
Not my competitor. He doesn't really find much these days, at least to my knowledge. He's still down in the shoals. There's nothing in the shoals.
So in other words, he may not be in your line of work at all. He's getting funds from somewhere else.
Who knows? I mean, I haven't seen him bring in any ships or anything like that in at least a year.
Interesting. Well, that kind of definitely is the information we were looking to find out. Do you know what? He's not there right now, so we can't question him. Did they leave out this morning, or do you happen to know anyone where he's set to sea?
Vaguely remember them leaving last night. Let me see if there's anybody else up here who knows. Hey, you.
Can I get an insight roll on that as well?
Sure. Hey, you get anybody up here know what happened with Lyan and his crew last night? And one of them saying, he says, "Oh yeah, I saw a couple guys coming. They went into the warehouse, and a few minutes later the ship left. I think those guys were on board too, actually."
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a cat who ate the canary thing, but did it roll?
Yeah, you got a 14.
Oh, okay.
15 technically. Insight.
When you're done with
what was your insight check to? What were you trying to insight? I mean,
Oh, I was inciting to see if she's smug and knows more, I think. And she's kind of like, oh, good, they finally caught up with them. And would
no, you
maybe
just think that she's annoyed with you. That's pretty much about it. Annoyed with being interrupted.
oh, okay.
That's all. I mean, she seems
that's
like
fine.
she doesn't care what Lyan does. Like, you get the feeling that she feels that she's superior, a superior businesswoman to Lyan, so she doesn't give a rat's ass what he's doing. as long as she's doing better than he is, that's good enough
Okay.
for her. Anyway, the one guy shouts out about their, like I said, two guys showing up, and then the ship left a little while later, and they think the two guys were on the ship.
So I'll ask him if the two guys. I'll describe how the two guys that we paid off at the warehouse looked, and see if they.
The guy kind of comes forward. He's an older halfling, as you kind of describe, and he's like, "Let me think for a moment." One of them sounds like it might be the same as that one. It's possible they both are. It was dark. It was after dark, so a little after dusk, I should say. It wasn't easy to see, but it was two guys. They came in about, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes later. They the ship they put the ship, the bathysphere on the ship, and they left. The diving bell, I should say.
Right.
So it was odd for them to leave a little after dusk. That's the reason why I remember it, but I mean, whatever. It's their ship. They can do what they want.
Did you see which way they went? Did they go out to
Into
sea,
the
or did they go up the
bay.
river?
I guess that ship that theirs can't go up river. It's too deep.
Okay.
of
Shows you how much we know.
a prow.
Is that the only vessel they have?
Yeah.
Or do they have agreements with
She's
some of
like,
the other vessels?
That's the only one I know of. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they have something else. That's the only one I know of.
Okay. Do they have any? They don't have any exclusives. Do you happen to know who works with them a lot?
Well, I mean, he's mostly does his own thing, but
I mean, any clientele that leap out at you?
not really.
Okay.
I mean, we're out sometimes for a month or two at a time, and who knows what happens while they're out. I mean, I guess. Oh man, I need more halfling names. Wasn't expecting more halfling names.
Half Pike, Shorty.
No.
I was just about to say, like,
Sir
your options are just like play on words with short and half.
Exactly. Nah, he's a professional GM. He's better than us. That's something we do.
You guys are terrible.
Like Halfred Shortwick.
Oh, I was plenty.
No, that's a hero.
I took pull back a little bit. I've got a name generator that I use. So, let's see here. Goner. Really, Dungeons and Dragons name generator for halfling is Goner Thornvale.
Oh, nice.
Goner.
Goner. It really is Goner. Goner. Sandak might know. He normally stays here around while we're out, but I mean, I think he goes fishing during the day while we're not here. But he'd be in the warehouse over there. You can see what he knows.
What warehouse does he point to?
Theirs. They
theirs.
have a warehouse as well. It's just not.
Okay.
It's not as big. I mean, they're halflings. Why does it need to be big?
Would that be okay if we ask? We mind if we talk for him a second?
He's in
Looking
there.
at the-
He might be out fishing, actually.
All right.
If he's in there.
I guess last question for me. Do you happen to know, like I said, we found some of his stuff that was he stored in a warehouse. Do you know which warehouses he uses? We know about that he had, and I'll name whatever that warehouse, Seclair Villa. Is that it? No. Martin Seclair's warehouse.
Sklar. Martin Sklar.
I don't know anything about that. I mean, that's the only warehouse I know that they know of.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that he doesn't sell goods to somebody and takes it to another warehouse. But that could be anybody along these docks, and kind of just gestures to the whole of the docks that you can see. Sorry, I can't be any more help. I mean,
No, you've been very helpful, actually. Thank you.
we don't really talk a lot, and but this is the best place to have the salvage business. So just because it's easy to get out. You don't have to worry too much about the harbor master and things like that out here.
All right. Well, if you don't mind me talking to your talking to him real quick, and if you think of anything,
It's my uncle.
your uncle is the one fishing.
Yeah, well, he might be. Just he might be inside. I don't know. I don't keep track of my uncle all the time.
Okay. So you're okay if we just go on and ask him real fast?
Be my guest.
Okay, so go past. Thank you.
You guys, well, you don't go past. Like you're on the docks. Like it's just on the other end of the docks.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you go over there, and the warehouse is open. There's a couple people inside. They look like they're fixing nets, actually. They kind of look up, and one's a little older than the other, and the older one kind of looks up and says, "May I help you?"
yes. Hey,
I mean, if you're looking for the salvage stuff, you should talk to Alphen. She's up on the ship.
actually, we're looking for, and I say his name because I didn't write it down. What was his name?
Sandek.
Sandek.
Well, that's me.
We're helping to watch with some events that happened, and we thought maybe you might know a little more about the vessel leaving last night. And what else were we going to ask you guys?
Last night? I don't know about any vessel leaving last night. I was sleeping in my bunk.
Well, we were talking. We have some questions for the gentleman across the way, and we found some information. Like I said, helping Lyan, and he might be involved in some very shady things. And we were wondering if you knew of any of his customers or his warehouses where.
I try to stay away from him. He's a strange man.
How so? Not that I disagree, but
he's creepy. He's not a big fan of halflings either, so we tend to keep our businesses separate. And, there's a bit of rivalry, I guess. At least there was until, he stopped really doing salvaging, or at least as far as I can tell.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, maybe a year ago. I mean, occasionally they come back with some stuff, but not like they used to. Well, my guess is the shoals have just run dry of good ships and things of that nature. But I'm surprised he hasn't gone further afield, like my niece has.
Yeah, she seems that has worked out well for you. Looking around and stuff.
Their places, the equipment seems a little bit better, a little more repaired, I should say. Not necessarily better, just it looks like it's in better repair and things like that as you look around. Inside there is, it looks like they've got a little fishing boat, halfling sized, kind of fishing sloop up on some sawhorse kind of things that they're repainting and doing a little bit of maintenance on. And right now they're just fixing poles and nets from the looks of it. I mean, she does all right. And we supplement with fishing and stuff like that. As soon as I can get this fixed, we'll be out there. Although, actually, today is the first day of festival, so we might actually go into town at some point here and partake a little bit.
Ah, yes, the festival. Does that shut down the town for a day? We're new into
not
port,
necessarily. So those who can afford to kind of go do it, they'll do it, and those who can't, well, they'll just continue to do what they can to survive.
Life goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of and I described the blue fish egg? Have you ever caught anything like that or seen anything?
Sounds kind of like whale spit.
What?
Okay. So you haven't seen anything, or you think is whale spit something?
Whale spit stuff they turn into perfumes and things.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, whales. It's not really spit, but ambergris is a whale thing that they actually do use for perfumes and stuff. It's crazy.
Interesting.
But he's calling it whale spit.
Okay.
It sounds similar, but I don't think it's exactly what you're talking about.
No, not exactly. It was more round and.
I've never heard of anything like that. If it's from the sea, it's probably something you shouldn't mess with. Is it tasty? Have you tried eating it?
No, I wouldn't recommend it. It's it'll
Maybe it's
be
a
the death of you
jellyfish.
if you're
Maybe it's a
if you're not
jellyfish of
careful.
some sort.
Okay, well, I know that I thought maybe it would. You haven't seen anything about that.
No, mostly what I see are different types of fish.
Have you seen anybody else, or do you know of anybody else that would have seen what was going on the docks last night? Was with Lyan taking his boat out or anything else like that?
Nope. Sorry.
You've been very helpful. We were just trying to, like I said,
I mean, if you've probably already asked if you've talked to Alphen, I'm sure they might have seen something. But I mean, for the most part, we were actually, me and Bargain here, we were out drinking last night. So.
But you said you were asleep.
No, they were drinking.
Okay.
While asleep.
Do you know we're only doing this to help the city right now? Where's a good place to drink? We had a couple compatriots. You didn't happen to see an auto describe.
Last time we were at the Silver Flame, which is the one you know of.
Yeah,
one you guys were at the first night.
Yeah, that is a nice place. That's the one place we've been. Good folk there.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't happen to see, and I'm describing our missing sailors. You didn't see them anywhere last night, did you?
Oh, there's a lot of people in town. Sorry, I don't recall seeing anybody of that nature. No.
All right.
Seems like you're looking for a lot of different people.
I hear a lot of different people are missing, so that's the.
I've heard about that too. Some of the people last night at the Silver Flame were talking about some butcher gone missing and a few people from the Squalls.
Yeah, we
strange
there's a
times.
Ship. That's one of the things we're looking into with Lyan. He had
You think Lyan has taken peoples?
Would that surprise you?
Oh, I think that might be a little bit farther than I would expect him to go, but maybe times are rough for him.
Well, he's got to be making money somehow. You said yourself that.
Well, I just assumed he was fishing, or maybe
I'll just say we have questions
or something for somebody
about that, and we have some suspicions that he is involved. But that's just maybe my personal crazy. I'm new to town. You never know. But
yeah, you seem new to town. You don't quite have the look yet.
That's one of the curses of
this is
being
clear.
on the sea.
This is a diary town, so for sure you're definitely you fit in from that standpoint. You just
I'm just not
commenting about something else, basically.
Oh yeah, because I'll ask you some questions too.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for your
I couldn't
time.
help you anymore, but
you've been
we gotta
very
get
helpful.
back to this, and hopefully you find out what happened to Mr. Lyan over there, and if he's doing something bad, we'll get him thrown in jail. That's probably the best thing for him.
Maybe we'll see you at the festival. Any good games up there? Any good games of chance?
I don't know what's up this year. We haven't been up there yet, but usually there's something on the lawns. Probably some kind of show of some sort, circus maybe. Definitely some kind of probably some games, like usually something, some kind of competitive thing.
Okay.
Knife throwing or axe throwing or
any dice being played or.
Oh, I don't think the
cards.
Lady Governor lets any kind of true gambling come into the lawn, but that she should be able to find any other places.
Oh well, if I wanted to find that, where would I go?
I mean, any of the taverns probably.
Okay.
I mean, it's not illegal to do gambling.
No, not. I really, a man loves to throw the cards, throw the dice.
She's not so fond of it so close to the building, to the civics buildings, to the seat of power.
I understand. It is, but again, we've only been in port a couple days, so we're still. I do like to roll the dice, a time or two. So, always good to know what's what's
It depends on how much you
Up
want to
and up.
spend. I mean, the lower end, the tavern, the less the ante's going to be.
that they've all got a little stuff going on?
Oh, usually. Some more cards, some more dice. You know, the higher up you get, the more higher end the gambling is. Different types of cards. In fact, I believe. What is it? What have I heard of? The one place, Silver Refuge, might even have a. That's right. Yes. No, sorry. Silver Refuge is in the trade. The Pegasus, I've heard, might even have some kind of casino partly in it or something. But if you're into some other things like the Two Palms has a fight club, has a fight ring. So I've
And that's the
heard-
one they mentioned last night.
Actually, that's the one that the
That
Two Palms
True?
is what True mentioned that they were at. I messed that up. That the last session I did mention it. They were at the Two Palms. This time I said the Nest, but it's actually the Two Palms.
All right. And the Pegasus is uptown in the
Pegasus is
Above the-
way uptown, out in the villas. Like you're gonna find that it's the finest
Silver
upscale
Row and-
place we got up here. There's a few other
Okay.
places, but that's probably the highest end. If you're looking for something a little more mid-level, there's the Silver Refuge. That's in the trades. Actually, as you think about it, you remember going by that when you went past towards the fish market. You remember the
Mhm.
Silver Refuge, kind of near where the blacksmith was that you guys had spoken to. It wasn't exactly straight across the street, but it was kind of in that area. So you definitely remember that one.
Okay, so in my note, you saying the Nest is an act because I've got Two Palms and the Nest
there
from last
are-
time.
The Nest is on the Docks District. It's a
Okay.
inn/hostel kind of place. Two Palms is a tavern. It's also on the docks, but near the squalls. Like you probably
Okay.
were not that far away from it when you were having dinner the previous night. You've
Okay.
now heard of the Silver Refuge, which is in the trade district. It's an inn, is what she says, or he says. And then you've now also heard of the Pegasus, which is an inn in the villas that might have a casino.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm sure we'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see. We might be up at the lawn later this afternoon, but we'll see.
Well,
Gotta get this work done
I'll buy you a
first.
drink for taking your time up.
Hmm.
I'll you a drink.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
Okay.
Guys, head off.
Yeah.
What do you guys do next?
All right. So, what do you guys think of that?
I think we could stop by the butcher's
Right.
place. Drop the books off at the captain.
Yeah, I think that's definite. And did want to
Yeah.
go stake
And
this
I'll-
guy's house out?
I want to do whatever
Yeah.
Cole wants to do as well.
Cole?
Well, we still need to figure out the code in the books, right?
Are we
Okay.
turning those over to the constable to figure out though?
We do. We have a copy as well. I mean, I wrote
Yeah.
some of the stuff down.
Yeah, so we have some of it. We haven't figured it out yet, but right.
Oh, do you guys want to think about it real fast now? Do you remember? I remember it had, what did I write down? Columns on the right, everything had 2 words
Yep. On both set
Oh.
of books.
on both set of books.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big ones that we noticed was the 2 honchos for
Which was in
150.
the books that didn't make sense in the sense of the stuff on the left side didn't make sense for things being sold.
Right. And it had 2 honchos, 150 gold marks, and
Meaty
Meaty Shore.
Yeah.
And so maybe the 2 honchos, we don't know what, and 24 sunfish.
Mhm.
I believe that was in the same.
It's in a
No.
different one.
No, that was in a different one where the stuff
Different
on the left side actually made sense as to actual things.
Yeah, like sunfish actually makes sense, but what's a honcho?
Exactly.
And we don't know who Meaty Shore is, but we would like to try to. We had some
Nick.
thoughts immediately that it might be the butcher,
Yeah.
and so there might be some connection there. So we should go look. and see
Yeah,
if
we could
there's-
go check them out.
See if
Well,
we can
let's
find some honchos at the Meaty Shore.
Mhm.
Whatever
Okay, let's
that
walk up.
means.
I was considering maybe honchos or the captives, 2 people.
That's a good idea. That's a good point.
If they're selling things, maybe that's. Although I don't know why they would call them honchos necessarily. But
Maybe
it's a specific captive.
are there any?
Maybe a specific type of captive.
Is that a slang for anything, Peter, that we know of in this universe?
Give
Or
me an intelligence check.
Well, in real life, it means the head honcho, but
oh, I'm not going to roll now. Now I know. Does anyone want to roll it? I definitely. Can you all roll or just one?
Well, so yeah, just
Hylough.
Hylough already rolled.
Okay.
You've never heard of anything called a honcho? From a fourth wall standpoint, maybe it's just the GM coming up with something quickly on the fly.
maybe may not be correlating to anything, but
I
the
heard
amount might be.
So I turn around and tell everybody, I heard from God. And
saying
he just was lazy that day, so he came up with something. I'm gonna log out of Red's guys to come back in because my thing isn't updating. My ticker is not updating right now.
Okay.
It won't matter for this conversation. I'm still gonna talk, obviously, but
you guys are continuing, I assume, to head towards
do we come
away
across
from the thing, like the meat.
Yes,
the place that you're thinking of for the butcher was on the way to the guardhouse. So
perfect.
that's what I was thinking. I had to pass it.
So continue to have your discussion. We can walk and talk. It'll take you about 10 minutes to get to the place. So if you,
well, just one thing, we just get there and we just look around and see what we can find. And if we find something that looks something looks weird, that's there. But the place has been raided, or I don't know. Who knows? We'll just see what we see when we get there.
Did we say it was unusual that the devils, was it further inland, or was there anything unusual about why they went there?
For what? I'm confused.
Any attack?
They didn't go that. They basically was always all on the docks.
And that is on the docks, or that is not on the docks?
The
butcher.
No. So remember, last time Sev Kewen, Captain, mentioned that they had what I'm looking for. They
looters?
They had apprehended people they thought were looters of the butcher shop, but it turns out it was some neighbors of the butchers trying to get into his shop to find out what had happened to it. So clearly his shop hadn't been broken into because these people were trying to break into it.
I knew there was something that that was different about it.
And I mean, this is probably the people you saw the first time you guys went to the guardhouse that first morning, the previous morning. Remember, you saw a couple people near a butcher shop getting
arrested.
And when you guys asked about it, they said, "Oh, it's just some looters."
Okay, let's go there. Any other thoughts? Like I said, 24 sunfish. Would that mean they had 24 eggs?
Well, the sunfish is probably like he was saying, the sunfish is probably a normal thing.
Maybe, but then he was didn't he say that?
Yeah, he was selling the sunfish, the special fish. Was that he called a special fish?
Well, he said some blue sunfish. He had sold blue sunfish to some people. Because remember, he had told you guys that he sells them to the rich guys because they don't know any better. It's a fish that's about the size of a dinner plate. It looks cool to their friends. They usually die after a month or so, and then he can sell more of them. So you guys thought it was a pretty good racket he had going on, and it's getting him through lean times is literally what he said.
Yeah, we just didn't realize it was a year of lean time so far.
Nope.
He definitely seemed to indicate it was shorter.
The splat on the floor was a cover up. I think he said something about somebody dropped a sunfish or something like that, didn't he? Or did we just...
That is what he did say, yes. When you asked about that, he said somebody had dropped a sunfish.
So those sunfish could be the eggs or lesser of the devil's eggs, and maybe these are the 24 big ones.
So looking at the book, though, is there anybody else that got honchos?
You don't remember, but... you don't remember right off the top of your head. But looking through some of the notes that Marcus made,
but we have the books now too, right? I mean, we can open them.
You do have the books. You looking over them. In the second set, where everything seems to be in some kind of code.
Mhm.
You see mention of honchos 3 times, and always with the meaty shore.
Okay. All right.
Now, the books go back quite a ways.
Yeah, we're not looking
In
for
time.
some real far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, how far back is that?
The
3 honchos.
3 that you're talking about, it's 3 different entries for honchos.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Right. I mean, how far back
Farthest
is
back
the?
is about 3 months ago, something like that.
Wonder if we ought to check and see if that's when people started disappearing.
Mhm.
Just for thought, ask the captain, captain.
So you
About-
guys
about
continue going through, and you start to approach the actual the
Butcher.
butcher shop. Thank you. Looking at the butcher shop, it looks closed, and it looks like whoever was trying to help or trying to get in did break something with the door, but it's been boarded back up, like a board, like it's been nailed in. It's like you really want to try to get in, it probably wouldn't be hard, but there are people who are here on the docks, kind of moving.
There's no back entrance.
Not that you can see, but you'd have to go try to look around and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't see any reason we shouldn't. And we've got the captain's permission, so I mean,
You have the
Front door?
captain's permission to go see lions and to investigate the stuff for the thing. If you really truly believe that a missing butcher is related to the attack by the sea devils, you might have to justify that.
I do.
All I'm saying is that if somebody catches
it's-
you, and you
well,
don't have good
I mean,
justification-
I don't see any reason. How far is it from the captain from the
oh, not very
district?
far. You're probably about 3 or 4 minutes from the.
So I mean, there's
It's
no
a couple
reason not
blocks.
to come back if that's.
Yeah, it's just a couple.
Just saying the
blocks.
captain didn't give us broad authoritarian
He did
powers.
not.
I feel
I'm
like
saying,
he did. I
Let's
feel
let's
like-
not make a mistake. Let's not go off on our own this early. I mean,
I
we
have
can
the
always do that
badge.
later, but
I have the badge.
You have a badge. This is
you
very-
do.
You got the badge.
what I know of
Power is
Thinking-
going to my head.
exactly.
Literally it is. I mean, looking around, looking at the building, this place is similar. Remember the warehouse you went and where you found fishermen and stuff like that. There was a warehouse with a bunch of shops around the outside of it. This is a very similar kind of building. In fact, that seems to be sort of a similar kind of style here in Maribel on the docks. There's a main warehouse, typically with several buildings around it that are things like just small shops, a butcher shop or a tailor or things of that nature, just so that they're like basically it's just a small shop that probably provides some extra monetary thing for the warehouse, or maybe is fed by the warehouse in some fashion in a few places. Like there's one place that seems to be very much not maybe a brewery, but at least seems to have a bunch of different ales and stuff like that you can see down the street, that sort of stuff.
So if there were a back entrance, if there were a way to get in the back entrance, it would be basically
probably through the warehouse, yeah.
through a warehouse.
Yeah.
Well,
So all deliveries would come through the front door and everything like that.
Maybe not. Like, I mean, remember, you kind of looked around the last warehouse, and there were ways to get into the various shops from within the warehouse. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, all right,
I'll go
that's
ahead
fine,
and let's just. I mean,
let's go to the watch and
I'm not trying to dissuade you from going into things.
No.
You could always pull off the board and go in. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just
well, it's so close. There's no reason. And I think we're going to get. Right now, let's keep our record as clean as we can for when we
Yeah.
need.
we don't want to get the
deniability
hassles.
later.
Yeah.
or when you accidentally kill that innocent bystander.
Yeah,
Right.
we're by the book, Murdoch. By the book.
All right, so you guys continue on and continue heading to guardhouse, which as you kind of move through the thing, you stop there briefly, looked around. Even looking inside, you don't see anything disturbed inside. Like it really was a butcher shop where there was, some. Actually, the biggest disturbance you saw is that there was some meat out in some cases that probably were meant there for the actual day sale that has started to rot, basically.
Can I do an observation to see if anybody seems to be watching this place? Like,
you can always give me perception rolls.
that's what I'm looking for.
It's not really an observation. It's just a perception.
Yeah, trying to. Is there anyone staking this place out potentially? Great.
Looking around,
the rolls are back.
Looking around, you notice that there are 6 people who seem to be watching this place.
Us.
Thank
you.
The weirdest one, though, is one of them seems to have a raven on his shoulder.
What kind of meats is he selling that are rotten?
Just meat in general. Like, if you let meat out for 24 hours, it's going to go bad.
Well, yeah, I know that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking what kind of meat it is in general.
Iylis, are you knowledgeable on your meats, Mr. Nobleman?
I've been cooking.
Mr. Minor Nobleman, are you high?
I've been cooking. I know my cuts now.
No, he doesn't. It looks like meat.
Wow, this certainly looks like meat. It doesn't look like very good meat, but it looks like meat.
You can tell that maybe there's some kind of it's going to be mostly fish. I mean, let's be honest, you're on freaking docks. But there does look like maybe there's some kind of fowl of some sort.
Okay.
Not sure if it's chicken, duck, or pigeon. It's hard to say. Or maybe something entirely different.
Just looking for red meats.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of red meat there, other than maybe some salmon. Which probably isn't coming through this place very often.
Nah. All right, cool.
So you guys had continued on and make it to the guardhouse. Kind of stepping in, the doors are open to the guardhouse. Being this late, in the morning. Coming through, you can see the one guy you had talked to late last night, kind of bleary-eyed, kind of standing there. Has like 3 or 4 guys running drills. As you kind of turn and head towards he notices you. He's seen you enough now to know who you are, or at least to not stop you from going over. You guys start heading towards the Sev's office. When you actually do notice the guy suddenly go do a double take and then actually start rushing over to you guys. As you get there, the door is closed. But you do hear voices on the other side of it as that guy catches up to you guys. Says, "Well, hold on. Captain's got somebody in there. You're just gonna have to wait."
I'm gonna try to listen to see. Well, as he's running over, see if I hear anything going on in there.
Give me a quick perception check, and I'll tell you how much you hear that's legit.
And I'll try to distract the guy.
You hear basically a guy inside saying, "I don't know what you've been doing to find my boy. But if you don't start doing what you're told, I'm going to get you busted down to cleaning out the sewers. I'll make myself clear, Captain Kewen." And it's more of a mumble on the other side, but because you rolled basically a 23, you hear, yes, sir, I understand, Lord Morven. We're doing all we can. There's a lot of stuff going on. The fight, the attack by the Sea Devils didn't help things. We're doing what we can. I just don't have any extra leads. We've been doing. It's just the thing has gone cold, and you hear the other voice again say, as he gets up to you, you hear the other voice saying, "I don't want to hear excuses anymore, boy. Don't want to hear any more excuses." And at that point, he gets up to there and says, "Hey, he's got somebody in there." And about 30 seconds later, the door opens, and a diary man comes out. Slightly graying at the temples, wearing pretty nice clothes, sort of riding boots and a few things like that. And he kind of nods, looks at you guys a little bit, does a slight sniff, and then nods at you, and then continues past you out into the street where you didn't necessarily notice it on the way in, but now you do. There is a carriage waiting. And he gets into it, and it takes off.
Okay. Nod back. Is he got a blade or anything? Is he?
No, he's not. Doesn't seem to have any weapon on him currently.
Just more nobility.
Yeah, he definitely walks. He's definitely his clothing is a navy kind of blue finery. Definitely, the clothing you see there is something finely tailored and that sort of stuff, and more than likely it costs more than the family you had dinner with last night makes in an entire year.
Of course.
You do notice a couple of a ring on his finger on his left hand that seems to have a signet of some type. Give me a quick perception check on that one, because you are looking at him.
Okay.
Yeah, you just noticed the ring and not really much more about it.
How much can I hawk that for? That's what I'm wondering.
It's a nice ring. It's probably gold and a few things like that.
Okay.
Diary, he's got dark hair. It's clearly gets sun, because he's definitely more tanned than a typical diary would be. And he does have a goatee and a mustache. Deep black eyes. Almost so deep that you don't notice a pupil, but you do see it eventually. It's just they're deep. His gait certainly implies that he does know something about combat. Maybe like he's been trained in some fashion. He's just not showing a weapon of any sort.
Okay, but he seems to be somewhat confident,
carrying himself in a way that maybe he's not too worried about anybody jumping him or anything like that.
Right.
At that point, Sev kind of sees you guys and says, I hope you guys have good news. If I don't find something out soon, I'm going to be... Anyway, come on in. And kind of motions you guys inside, and he kind of goes and collapses on his chair. He's like, all right, what news are you bringing me? I mean, your guy, Lyan, had skipped town last night already. When we got there, or at least when the sergeant had gotten there. What else can you tell me?
We found these. And we put down the books.
He's like, great, more papers. Can you give me some kind of...
I open them and I show them, point out some things. The things that we're trying to track down, and maybe...
These are from Leo's Lion's private books that he had hidden.
And since you're from around here, maybe you might be able to decipher a little bit of this, or give us some clue about what he might have meant with honchos. Kind
of looks at it. It's like, meaty shore. I don't even know what the hell that means. You talking about the riverbank?
There's a riverbank known as Meaty Shore?
No, that's why I'm asking.
I thought maybe there was something.
We had a suspicion immediately that it might refer to. This is a person, and it might refer to the butcher.
Okay, maybe a butcher. Maybe the butcher's missing though. So
yes, by the way, we wanted to have
involved
permission to investigate his shop and look for any clues as to either where he's missing, or possibly more of the eggs or something like that, because we don't know what these two honchos are.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of things that are like sold
maybe
around here.
I don't know.
It could be, yes.
That's what I'm hoping it's not.
Yeah, there could be people, and there's references to always to the Meaty Shore and honchos.
So what we did find out was we went and we found these books hidden. He had skipped town, as you noticed. We talked to the halflings across the way
while you're talking to him.
And,
like, you haven't made anything about this? He's listening to you, but he suddenly interrupts and says, you haven't made anything of this Meaty Shore? What does this say? Leather goods. Different chickens. It's always 2 words.
Yes, but they don't seem to make sense, really. And there's amounts. So we think it's some type of code. We just haven't figured it out yet. And we're hoping maybe another set of eyes, or it might give them something. We wondered if the 24 sunfish might be the eggs, because he had called them eggs. And then
he called them sunfish.
My personal thought, maybe, like you said, the 2 honchos could be people. And he knew about the people. He also...
Well, then,
the 2 people that ran.
Need to find this Meaty Shore then.
Yes, but just to finish up real fast, the 2 people that ran last night, that went away, we think they went off with him in the boat. They were pretty reliable that it could have been those two that left with him, because when they came to his location, they immediately left on the boat with his bathysphere.
Okay.
So they may be on the run, but they are on the run. I would
we
be
had already
certainly
figured out that might be the case anyway, right?
right. But now we know that he probably was potentially knew about the kidnapping, and now with these books, putting that together, the hunches maybe, like you said, I would.
All right. Well, let's say you're on the right track, and the haunches are people. Well, then who's Meaty Shore? That's what we got to figure out.
Right. So you could.
What are you thinking already? You got any thoughts on this? He literally rolled a 4, so he literally doesn't know.
Oh.
That's why I did the roll.
Yeah,
He's tired, so I
gotcha.
gave him disadvantage on it.
Right.
So
I look around to other people.
Well, like I said, the only thing that we thought of was the butcher. So we wanted to have your permission to go.
the butcher's been gone. He seemed to disappear during the thing 2 days, yesterday.
Yeah, but we wanted to look around his shop just to see if we could find anything first, and we didn't want to.
And I know
raise
the
the
butcher.
Irish.
The butcher is a nice guy. He's an older gentleman.
Okay.
It seems unlikely he's part of this.
Okay.
well, he may not be part of it. Maybe they kidnapped him, or maybe they needed a chef, or
Sure,
maybe someone.
that seems more likely to me. I'm with you on that one. Seems maybe more likely.
All right. So we need to get to Sklar. We need to get to Martin Sklar and see what
Well,
he knows about his what's going on in his warehouse. He's
All right,
also the
so-
possibility that the one of the ones that Lyan sold the eggs to.
Hold on a second.
Maybe sure. Could it be a shore where they're going to meet? Are there any shores that people meet here, or pirates, or well, you may not know.
I don't no. Well, maybe. It's not like I go and sit with the smuggling community and ask them where all their spots are. I mean, it would be great if they would tell me. It'd make my job a lot easier.
Yeah,
but
maybe it's M. How is it spelled? Actually, is it MEET?
MEATY.
It is ATY. Okay.
Well, I don't know. You've talked to Lyan more than I have. Was he a smart guy?
He was. He thought he was smarter than he was. I believe. I think he thought he was a step above.
Oh,
a step in front of
what
everyone.
if this is just a mnemonic of some sort? Just a way for him to remember a name, but not put the name down.
MS, Meaty Shore, Martin Sklar.
There you go.
Ah,
Well done.
Can't be that easy.
well, yeah, it can.
It took until you said something. We certainly didn't think about it. So sometimes the best hidden things are right in front of you.
I mean,
And we're going there anyway, so it's possible. So also, when did the first kidnapping start? Because his first entry on the honchos was 3 months ago.
I'm saying, I don't know.
Not kidding.
Like some of the
Disappearance.
people in the squalls have never reported anything. I only know that they're missing because of Ilya mentioning that some of the people have been asking about after their loved ones. So I don't know when the first
Was there any
started.
differences 3 months ago? Anything happen?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Think about it. Let me think about it. And now another disadvantaged intelligence check because he's exhausted.
Yeah.
He rolls a one.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
He's like,
Man.
nah, nothing rings a bell for 3 months ago or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how long the people have been getting kidnapped. I know that there's been an uptick in the last couple of months.
Yeah, what kind of patterns have you seen? Like, are it certain times of day, certain areas?
I mean, we get the reports after the fact, so sometimes
Right.
even days after the fact.
Oh yeah,
Like, the fishermen. You said you found the fishermen. Those fishermen, like, they probably wouldn't have gotten reported until the next morning, because they would have. The fishermen go out and they sometimes fish late into the night if they're looking for something specific. That's and so they may not get home until late at night. So
Right, but like if a bunch of them are fishermen and a bunch of them are people that are just working in shops or things like that, that'd be different.
Well, I don't know of too many people in shops that have been kidnapped or anything like that.
Well, the butcher is missing.
Sure, but that could be unrelated to this.
Could be, but it could not be.
Are there any other vessels that were found unmanned?
Not every kidnapping is related to every other kidnapping there, but I mean, I'm not disagreeing. Maybe it is, but yeah, and it's not consistent with fishermen either. Like some people are from, like we're working the case in the docks, but I know of a constable inside of in the trades district who's also reported a few people. Who's also compared some notes about some people missing from there too. So it's not just here.
Did you find any similarities in them? Were they similar, or do you think they were different?
No, I mean the only similarities that I've seen are it's people who are not marginalized, but
Downtrodden.
Marginalized is probably the right way. People who don't necessarily socialize with a lot of other people.
It'd be easy that no one would notice.
So somebody would probably not notice them missing for a bit.
Interesting.
And, I mean, the people in the squalls are even more likely to be kidnapped because no one seems to care about them.
And they may not trust the police to
They don't trust many people because they're definitely getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
So if we were if we go to see Martin Sklar, what do we need to know? I mean, is he like haughty, and can we intimidate him?
I know based on who I talked with to give you the spot where he lives here in town. He's a plantation owner. He owns the villa here in town. He owns that warehouse you guys found. He's got several businesses of some sort. Like his plantation does a couple different crops, pineapple and sugarcane, I believe is what I was told. It's been already 12 hours and phones. Anyway, he the warehouse, I did learn he rents to people for storage for their space and rents to the businesses around it. The villa he owns, his plantation is out near the forest, near the jungle, more towards the north, not too far from the river now that I think about it. He's known for, what did the one guy say? Is it something about he does hunts in the forest? So he's got a small business where they take people where he's got a hunting lodge on his place, and they take people into the forest and hunt game.
Ooh, what if the people are the game?
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys have a morbid sense of humor, but I guess it's possible.
Can you point that out on a map where it is? Can you give us enough information we could find it?
Well, you just follow the river north, and I mean, yes, I'm sure we could. There's a lot of plantations up there, but I'm sure we could get you the right one if we needed to, if I need to. But I don't have the exact. Like, I can give you a general area right now.
Okay. Well, I wonder if that's not.
That was one of the things he gave me. He gave me where the villa was and told me a little bit more about his businesses, and that was it.
That's something going. If you could find that, we could definitely. Because I wonder if he is as involved as I think we're thinking he might be. He'd probably keep things going on outside of the city. So a villa would be good. I mean, a plantation would be a great place to hide things.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can. I'll send one of the guys here up to get where he's at exactly. Well, it's going to take probably about 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, we can go ahead and go to the villa now. I mean,
okay. But I'm just letting you know it's just going to take a little bit of time. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, Hylough, were you still concerned about the butchers? Do you think
if you want, you guys can take a look at the butcher. I'm not. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Less
We
so
can-
now.
I mean, I
because
can
I
give
didn't
you,
really understand how that he was an older guy. I thought he might just be. But
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean,
He might have
Reese-
just gone missing.
Reese is an older guy. In fact, I mean, he's been the butcher around here for maybe 20 years now.
Well, I mean, we could look at it while we're waiting on to see if there's anything there while we're waiting on the person to come back with the plantation. I mean, we don't have to spend a lot of time there.
Well, I mean, it's up to you guys. I think maybe the villa. I don't know. You're doing the better than my guys are on trying to solve some of this stuff. So you pick where you want to go. I'll make sure that if there's a problem that I smooth it over.
Why don't we just head straight to the villa? And this,
Okay, sounds good.
And then see what's there. That's been something that's been on our list for a long time. Let's go take care of it. Get it off.
I'm okay with that.
What exactly were all the entries that were going to
MS?
MS? Yes.
So all the honcho things.
Okay.
Really sure. And the fish one, the sunfish. There is on the one that says some stuff. There is a sort of looking for a stone idol. Is what it says. It says stone idol, naga head. That also went to Meaty Shore, but not really anything else. That being said, now that you kind of know what to look for, you do notice that there are a few other entries that are MS. The words are not necessarily Meaty Shore, but they are. The words start with M and S. Maybe it's still also him. It could be somebody else, but those entries are two of them are in the fully obfuscated book. There are two different things there, not honchos, but there's something else. Just two words that are kind of meaningless to you.
Okay.
And then in the regular book where there is stuff again, there's like 5 different entries there, and it seems to be things like ale. Which seems odd for a salvage guy to be selling ale, as well as I'm looking for iron. Now, iron ingots and things like that, when you talked to the salvage guy the last time, he had found some ships that had some iron ingots and things like that. So maybe that is just related to that. But so there's more than just the fish and things like that, but not always to Meaty Shore, but to something that is also
MS. Okay. Well, I think that's all the things I've got, and we probably ought to move on this.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So we determined that all of the suspicious people started with MS. Is that what it was?
Well, I mean, no. There's a lot. No. There's a lot of different people. A lot of different double word things that are not just MS in both books. Like
that's just where we're looking right now.
Yeah, I mean, based on the sort of knowledge you have right now, it's not a far stretch to think that it's very clear that Lyan was probably dealing in some unscrupulous things. So maybe it's not always to the same person.
Yeah. And I won't ask him about this, but as far as everyone else, what about maybe we can compare the hunts that he holds? Because I'm sure that there are events, and maybe when the honchos come in, or
I don't know. I need to ask more about that. Like it was just a passing. It was like, here are the business things he does.
Oh, yeah, I was just asking. I'm not. He's already got enough on his plate.
I'm
but
just
okay.
saying, I don't. He doesn't know. Like I'll see. I'll add that to the list of stuff the guy's going to ask. Like
Okay.
I don't know if it's some kind of special thing or if it's just for rich people or what. Or if it's.
Well, I mean,
I just don't know.
That could be used for the ale too. If it was, would the ale around the same time as the honchos?
No, different timings.
Okay. I say we go. I think we could probably bang our heads in the wall and put things together, but
you guys,
let's murder hobo this.
You guys head out. As you're heading out, you hear sort of a commotion across the way. Like this is the office set with the captain and stuff like that. The captain's office, maybe a lieutenant's office. Across the way, you hear a commotion. You hear somebody banging against what you think are bars. So probably in that building is sort of the holding cells of some sort. You hear some banging of the bars, and you hear sounds like a kid's voice shouting, basically, "I told you to find thy people,
Let me guess, rats?
Widowmaker."
Yeah, that would be bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let's turn around and get Rat and rinse out. We
Bail
should have
him out.
asked. Come think of it, but
Um,
have we left his office yet?
yeah, you left his office. You could go over to the
Yeah.
heading across. You get to there, and you can see inside there are a bank of cells. And sure enough, Rat is banging against a thing, shouting for somebody to come and get his people. And he happens to notice you as you look in. He's like, "Oh, well, that was perfect timing."
Wait, Rat's here? how did
Rat
you
is
end
here,
up
but not Perry. Just
Wait,
Rat.
How did you end up here, Rat?
As you kind of say that,
Yeah, I'll look at the
guard
guard.
the guard kind of comes over and says, "Well, he was caught pickpocketing in the fish market."
What?
He would never do such a
typical
thing.
Rat.
There must be
Rat
some
kind of looks down a little bit, and he's like, he doesn't say anything.
type of mistake here.
What do we got to do to get him out?
Well,
Does he got a?
he
Can we
needs to
bail
pay
him
a
out?
fine of 50 gold.
50 gold.
What did you pickpocket?
It's a fine for pickpocketing. He was caught red-handed. It's just 50 gold to pay his fine. He's still going to have to come back for his trial, though.
Okay.
He kind of
Well-
looks at you like he's just kind of keeping his mouth shut, trying not to get in more trouble from the looks of it.
Got a lawyer, Rat?
What's a lawyer? I did it. I admit I did it.
Ixnay on the dit a. Did it a. Let's
Well, I mean, the guy
Let's go
says. The
ahead
guy
and pay.
says. I mean, if you just pay the fine
yeah.
and admit the guilt, as long as you're paying the fine, that's probably good enough. I'll let them know that it's fine.
Who do
Especially
we
since you
pay?
guys have been working with us. You take it to the clerk and the main clerk, and that he says points you outside, and where the gates are, there's a spot next to that. There's a sort of a small office with the door has got grates in it and things like that, like almost like a teller window, except not exactly. And going over there, you can pay the fine of 50 gold and get Rat out.
All right. Do we have it in party funds, or do we want to? I'll put some in. I'll put a platinum in if we want.
We have these funds that we managed to find. We managed to salvage, and so we'll just use some of those.
Okay.
Whatever.
That'll work.
All right, so you pay 50 gold marks to get Rat out.
So what happened, Rat? You just
So you guys head out of the guardhouse, and
you know
get a
you're
little
gonna have to
ways.
tell True what happened.
He gets a little ways, and he's like, and then he kind of looks at you guys and says, "Damn it, I got caught. Well, here, let's go find a spot and sit down." And you guys find a even here in the docks, there's like a small little square and things like that, and you find one of those and find a spot to talk.
A gazebo.
Not really a gazebo, but like a small square where there's not really a building. It's just probably not even grass or anything like that. It's just where people might set up a
It's
stall.
an
or
area.
something. Yeah. And he's like, "All right, so last night Perry and I were at the Two Palms. We were playing cards. We were betting on some of the fights. Well, got caught cheating.
Were you trying to fix it, or
Not really fix it. We keep cards up the sleeves.
oh, you were playing
a
cards? It
little
wasn't
bit.
on the fight.
No, we weren't caught cheating on the fight.
Got it.
That was just extra stuff. So, turns out we were cheating one of the local thieves guilds.
Uh-oh.
Turns out the main thieves guild of the town runs that frickin' tavern.
Well,
Which tavern was it?
Two Palms.
Yeah.
So
Why didn't you just ask for honorary induction?
so
to the
they caught
guild?
us they caught us doing that, and then True was coming in. We were on the way out. She kind of gave us a look and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And we said, "Oh, we're just running out of money." But actually, we were going with a couple of the guys. There's this guy with a strange tattoo on his hand, left hand. That rings a bell for you, Marcus.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was the guy from the bar that first night.
Yeah,
I assume.
Well, maybe. I mean, he describes a guy with that on his hand, but not bald. So he's a different guy with the same tattoo, though.
But it's their
tattoo
marketing.
sounds
Guild
familiar.
tattoo.
And he's like, they took us to meet this woman, but the woman was really, well, I think it was a woman. I mean, certainly the voice was a woman. She acted kind of like a woman. They took us to one of the warehouses in the docks area, one of the kind of rundown ones. But what's weird about her is she had this alabaster mask on. It was like a porcelain, or I don't know, it was made of some kind of strange thing. And it looked like, it's weird, it looked like 3 different people. Like a young woman, a regular woman, and an old woman. It kind of kept on changing depending on how the light struck it. Anyway, she had a really weird voice, and she kept saying, "You don't steal from us, don't cheat us.
Right.
You're gonna have to get your 500. You're gonna have to pay us 500 gold in return." And so she kept Perry. So Perry is somewhere. I don't remember exactly where because they kind of put hoods on us, but somewhere in the dock, over near the squalls. I'm pretty sure of that. And then they put me out here and said, "Get us 500 gold." And so I've been trying to steal the money, and I got caught.
Does that mask, the 3-face mask, sound like Azra?
Give me an insight check.
All right.
It does sound somewhat, the way he describes it, 3 faces in one and a white mask, alabaster mask, does sound very similar. But why would a person who runs the Thieves Guild have such a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did they say what the name of the guild was?
I think they're called the Fist.
Does that ring any
Seriously,
bells?
They're called the Fist.
Okay.
You've never,
Smaller town? Or...
No. So one thing you have to remember is that you can always go find that contact here in.
Oh no, I'm going to.
I'm just
I've got a
you
note. I just thought maybe I'd talk about.
You can always go find it. Okay, remember you sent a note to the contact here. You know that contact is at the. Let me find the correct inn for you. Is at the. It's actually at the Silver Refuge, the one that you just literally had talked about. The one guy had mentioned when they were asking about different taverns and dice games and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you know that the person who runs the Silver Refuge is a contact of yours. That's who you sent the note to, and she got.
And that's in the trades. That's
in
the
trades.
medium in the trades.
That's the one that was
district.
near the blacksmith.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that person might be able to tell you more about that sort of stuff. But I mean, you don't necessarily know what the Thieves Guilds are here in
Right.
Maribel. Unfortunately. So the name isn't. The name is not familiar to you, which means more than likely it's just a local guild, not something that's across Marigal or anything like that.
Well,
do you guys have 500 gold? If so, I can just go buy Perry out right now.
You guys ended up in debt to 2 different people, and then we don't. I don't think we've got.
Technically,
we can't afford to bail him out right now. So,
yeah, that's a lot to ask.
We need to think of something else.
Well,
maybe a brute force approach.
Let's not do
I can
that.
always
On the
go
way out
and
of town.
try to do more.
No, that didn't work, and I'm assuming you lost everything you gained anyway. They
of course
confiscated
it. They took it.
Yes, exactly. And they're going to be looking for you now, so it's going to cost more to get you back out.
Yeah. Technically, you spent the 50 gold pieces from the thing. You still have 100. If Marcus were to tell you, you still have 10 platinum, so you still have 100 from there.
Yeah.
Anyway, just reminding you that.
Wait a minute. The 100. I thought I took 40 platinum. I took 4 platinum.
No, you took 5.
Okay. Well,
You took 5. There was still 5. There was 10 total. You took half.
okay. So, but that's only 50. Where you need 500.
No, that's 100 if you include yours. There's 10 platinum.
Oh, I gotcha.
There was
But,
10
I mean, it's
platinum.
still-
You took 5.
Right.
Right,
That's
you'd
still
need
100.
You still need another 400. You're correct.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
But you
I
guys
would.
still have more money that you guys keep forgetting about. But
We can.
I don't know if you have 500 gold pieces. That's
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
saying we
know.
can't afford it right now.
Well, and we got to
even
figure.
you then you wouldn't be able to hire anybody or anything like that.
Exactly.
Will they take payments?
Well, let's.
Yeah,
Installments.
Right now,
yeah.
let's go and figure out what we're doing. Maybe we can get some more money from the captain if we do this correctly, or something could fall into our laps from wherever we're exploring. We never know. You can always find stuff. Things just
I'm gonna go back to the ship.
yeah. Let True know, and I'd stay.
I'll try to figure something else out. I need
Well,
to.
don't do anything. We've got some options. We've just
And,
gotta. At least let's discuss it.
If we need to, I can do some. We can do some confidence games in the trades or something like
Well,
that.
I mean, definitely don't go to the Festival of Blossoms and pickpocket there. I mean, that's the big event. So I'm
he
sure
kind of
that
was
would
like,
be bad.
ooh. You see, it kind of dawned on him that maybe that's a good idea.
I mean, it might be a good idea, but also there's going to be a lot more guards there. So
But that
keep an eye out.
All right,
that's why Marcus said it.
I will
'Cause
go
he's
back
not
to
going to be
the ship.
accused of telling him to do it. But
I'll go back to the ship, and we'll see you later today.
I'll mention to him we have a new crew woman, so
yeah,
be on your best behavior.
yeah.
All
Hylough's
right,
already
all right.
spoken for her, so she's got his heart.
He kind of looks funny, and you guys like, all right, and then he starts heading towards the direction of where your ship would be. What are you guys doing?
Well,
We're
I say
heading
we
to
go to the villa.
Sklar's villa. Yeah.
All right, so you guys take off and start heading to the villa.
So what are we going to do with this villa? I mean, are we just going to explore? Are we going to go knock on doors and try to
So
talk it out of him? I don't think that'll work really well.
you guys start heading out, and
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about this as we
Yeah,
walk.
you are. I'm just letting you know you're starting to cross over the bridge, over the river, so that you can head into the trades and up into the villas. It's going
And
to
also
take you probably
being-
about 15-20 minutes to get to where you want to go. So
Okay. And also being very quiet about it, so it's not obvious what I'm talking about.
Just go ahead and do your discussions. I'm just letting you know what you're doing.
So anybody got any ideas?
Well, we could
I
always
don't know.
start out asking nicely.
The other thing is that we know more than he thinks we know, right? I mean, we know he's involved in something,
Right.
and
Well, if the the two guys are on the boat, then he might know that we know that he knows.
But he's not a shop
He's
owner.
the one who
He's a rich
owns
person who
the-
owns a plantation who can probably cow. He doesn't have to work with us. I wouldn't think.
He's the one who owns the warehouse where we found the people in it, right?
That's true.
Or am I
Right.
getting that confused? Yeah,
No, that is
we
true.
at least have something on it where he may not be completely involved, but we can at least say there's people being trafficked through your warehouse. You should have a little bit more oversight. So
We have an
something
inn.
over him. That is
But
proven.
is that what we're good at?
We're very
Well, I
good.
didn't say that's what we're good at.
Okay.
Saying it's an option.
I think we're really good at it. It's going to be easy.
All right.
Well, I'm just saying if we only went with things that we're good at, we wouldn't be able to do a lot.
It's a good point.
That's one way of looking at it.
Good point.
You just got to get Hylough and Rhux to intimidate them, and
I
then
mean,
we'll be fine.
But there is that potion of invisibility that someone can get inside.
I have a
if we went and
spell
bought
of
one.
invisibility too.
Well, I mean, there is that option that maybe someone sneaks in and
I can twin the spell too.
sees what's going on. While that's just an option.
yeah, well,
It's not exactly above board. And
I don't. Well,
wow, that is freaky with us the map moving like that.
you haven't
I
noticed.
just
this
looked at my
before?
screen.
No,
That's
I just noticed that I hadn't actually activated this. I've literally had it on my screen for an hour.
Oh, okay. I just looked down.
But not everything is moving. I don't always move it. Like when you guys were talking with the guardsmen, I didn't have it moving. When you start traveling around the city, I make it move.
That's kind of cool. Anyway, sorry.
It's only been on my screen for an hour until I was like, wait, my watcher, what you guys are seeing, is not showing this at all. I'm an idiot. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, I think having any advantage that we can, like the invisibility or something like that, I mean, that would be great to skulk around and while he's being distracted or whatever.
Okay.
Well, I'm on to that. We can make at least 3 people invisible.
I imagine we're going to get stonewalled at the front door, if not the front gate. So we got to figure out how to get around all of that. I mean, this guy's rich. He's not gonna just be like, open the front door himself. I don't think.
Well, I say we go saying we want to
scope the place out and see what we can find.
We can always go to a local tavern and try to find someone who works for him. In fact, I might do that while you guys go and talk to him. Maybe I'll look at a local tavern or something and buy a few drinks and see what I can find out.
Well, what if there's like a guy working for him at the front gate that we could bribe?
Or it'd be really obvious, but do we have that much money?
Unless he has quite the estate.
And I just think getting someone who's not prepared and drinking at a bar would probably be easier than someone who's actually at the job.
Well,
getting paid for.
Well, we could also just like scope the place out a little bit.
Okay, I'm just throwing suggestions. I'm just wondering what our plan is. So,
well, we got to get there first. So let's get there and let's scope it out, and then we'll.
Okay.
And then, but we really got to just really hit this head on. So, I think to some degree.
So you guys continue walking, and about 5 to 10 more minutes later, you make it to here.
Getting some water. I'll be back. Actually, no, I'll wait. I want to hear the description.
So you guys come upon the outside of Sklar's villa. And the villa seems to be a whole block of a particular thing. Clearly looks to be like 3 floors maybe in the center. Typical kind of, the architecture as you come through the villas is very reminiscent of sort of a Greekish style of architecture. And so you guys see different villas and different things like that. So sometimes you can see through the gates into some gardens and things like that. Other times you just see the villa and you can tell, like even this one, you can tell that there is some kind of gardens in the middle, but they're surrounded. They're like courtyards surrounded by things. You know that the main gate is right here. But otherwise it's this whole block. So what do you guys want to do?
Okay. I do not want to go with the group that's going to the main gate. So I will peel off. If everyone's going to the main gate, I'll peel off. And
I'm just walking past the main gate. That's what I'm doing.
That's kind of, I don't want to be with the group. So I'm going to go separate. Just telling y'all.
Yeah, there are windows you can see as you go by. That's why you're seeing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
But there's nobody at the gate.
There's nobody outside the gate. No.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're going off by yourself, right?
That's kind of. I'm going to be in reserve. I'm not really going to do anything. I just want to see how it's handled. I may find a pub or two, but I'm going to be nearby. I just don't want them to recognize me in case I have to come back here by myself later. Or
write your name in my book, so I can use sending as an action or something.
Oh wow! You should do that as a service. You could make money at that.
Yeah, no, I have one of my new invocations for the last level is I get to put as many names as my proficiency bonus in my book, and I can cast sending to them, and they can respond back.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'll put
Yeah,
you in there.
Marcus
You
is
can
the one
write
who
your name
suggested you
down.
can make money at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should be able to see a bit more distance now because
We could see a bedroom if
yeah.
it's open.
It's
Through
windows.
the windows.
It's windows. You can't get
Okay.
in that way.
That's fine.
There's a around the back is the stable, carriage house.
That'd be a good place to get in. Or like the kitchen, maybe, if there's a door on there. I don't think.
There's no door. The only doors you've seen going all the way around it is the one you saw here and the one you saw here.
Oh, okay. So this is this right here.
It's a set of gates as well. Yes, just it's a much larger gate. Everything else is windows that you're seeing through.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just keep walking past.
But there's nobody outside of.
I know, it's just better not to be seen.
No one is outside. No, you're correct.
Yeah, I'm just walking. I mean, kind of just walking.
Okay, so what do you guys plan?
I mean, Rhux can see that there's doors over here.
Yeah, those are like gates or something like that.
I could go to the front door and knock and flash the badge and say I'm here to ask questions, and I start asking questions, and y'all could go around the other side and see if there's a way in and or something like that.
I'll back you up, Hylough.
Okay, and you said you can do sending. You said
yeah. I can I'll give because I wrote Marcus's name in my book, so I can cast sending to him. And so who's in the
Marcus
other group that's going to go around them?
Marcus, as you're passing there, since you're the only one with a high enough passive perception,
Yeah,
there is somebody inside that
Okay,
room.
so you meant for me to see him. I was going to say
there's somebody inside that room who seems to be going through some drawers of a desk. And
going through like he's rifling the desk or like he's belongs there?
He's taking stuff out and things like that.
What does he look like?
Looks like... this.
That looks like he might belong there, though.
Look at this dude.
He takes a few things out and puts it on the desk and starts looking through it and puts some things to the side and some things to a different place, to a different side.
Okay, I'll kind of take a note of that. I'm going to keep walking this way. And there's no place for me to really see where he is. Okay. So I'll send a message. Oh, Brian, do you have to send a message first?
Yeah, you can only respond.
Okay. I need to learn that spell. Oh, I probably can't though.
Oh, he's got
it's an Eldritch invocation.
I gotcha.
It's part of my Pact of the Tome.
Yep.
That's a cool thing. So I'll keep walking and maybe I'll kind of watch this backside then.
Okay.
Is there any place to be inconspicuous over here?
Not really. Like I said, the villa takes up this whole block, so there's literally a street around everything. So there's
no
like
outdoor tavern or
no. Everything around here is either more villas or, actually is mostly other villas and things like that. There's nothing you see in this particular spot that's kind of like a tavern or anything like that. Like this is meant to be a place where the rich have their own spot and don't have to worry about the country bumpkins. You guys actually stick out a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so Marcus is just going to try to be inconspicuous, not stealthing, just trying to act like I belong there.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Just going to go to the front door, I guess. Just
well, since me and Hylough are going to go to the front door, I'm going to put Iylis' name in my book as well, since they're going with the other group.
And where are you guys? Where's the other group going? So give me 1 second. So Praedyth, put yourself where you're going to be.
Yeah,
also put your bird there too, because I'm sure the bird is flying around.
I will.
And then
the bird's going to be on my shoulder.
I would. I wish that could turn this into a multi-token, but
if you need to move me anywhere, go ahead. I'm not.
No. It's just the bird can see up on the other floor. So
okay,
the bird can see that above that above here is an open thing. And even you guys can notice that at the third floor, there's a small balcony here. Approximately here. Like, I wish I'd set this up as a multi-level token. It would make it so you could see the floors. You could at least see the top down with the roof. But anyway, didn't get a chance to do that. You gonna have the bird continue to fly around? If so, let me know.
I'm gonna have the bird do kind of like lazy circles around the building the entire time.
It can get high enough up to realize that there's, like I said, there's sort of a courtyard here. There's a courtyard here. And this is sort of a drive, for lack of a better term, where it goes into a building, which clearly had already been mentioned by somebody that there's probably a carriage house or something here. Otherwise, this is all covered with roof.
So I'm just gonna have it. I'm just gonna have it keep flying for right now. Around, just so if we move in, he can keep an eye on if there's people coming outside to us.
Okay.
Okay, so
who else is doing things? Aaron, I also don't know why you...
I have the invisibility. I can give somebody else invisibility, or give 2 other people invisibility or something. And
I'm willing to go invisible.
And you guys can sneak in, or I can sneak in behind Hylough and stuff like that.
Or you could see about getting in the back of the carriage house.
That's another option, yes.
Because here will be have them distracted, possibly at the front door.
Right.
Well, put yourself where you're going to be, and then we'll start the clock, so to speak.
Who wants to do what with me?
I'll go invisible with you.
Okay.
All right.
What's Dresd'a and
you want to go in the back?
Thing. Where's Rhux going?
I feel like I'll screw over their stealth mission if I walk with them, so I'll just stay with the main group, I guess.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna.
Because I'm a big crocodile thing. I feel like that's conspicuous.
All right, so Hylough, are you ready to do your thing?
Yeah.
All right, so you knock on the door.
Bang, bang, bang. Yes. Or if there's a doorbell, ding dong, or anything, a pull the string.
So a sort of a thing comes from the center of the door. You can see there's sort of an eye spot, and it slides open, and you see what looks to be sort of probably a guardsman of some sort. I'm going to open the door because you can see somewhat inside, but I'm going to open the door so you can see a little bit. And he's like, "May I help you?"
I flash the badge. I'm here to. We're here to speak to Barton Sklar about we're with the Watch about some
don't look like you're
activity.
With the Watch.
Show the badge.
I see. And what questions do you have for him?
I'd like to speak to him.
He is currently not at home.
Do you have a pool? Do you have a saltwater pool here where you can keep fish?
He kind of looks a little confused at the change in question. And he's like, no.
So he's not here at all, huh? Do you know when he'll be back?
I believe he is indisposed. I do not know when he will return.
You know where he's gone?
It's not I am not privy to that knowledge, and unfortunately, neither are you.
This guy seems hostile.
Well, he's stonewalling. Let's see here.
He seems mildly mad about it.
No, he's not. He's not. He's just. That's what he says.
Do I have? So, Marcus didn't tell us anything about what he saw.
No, because Praedyth has to start the conversation first.
Okay.
You could make Aaron invisible. That would be epic. Or put the invisibility effect on him or whatever.
I hear people clicking on doors, but I can't see where.
No, it's me. It's me. I didn't have certain doors open that I meant to.
What can I see through here? That through the door.
You notice that so through the thing, you can see that there is a pool of some sort here, but it has a lily pads and stuff like that in it, so it's probably not salt water. He's probably not lying about that. And the bird can also see that pool as well. That's underneath this whole thing. These are columns that are holding up probably some kind of balcony on the second floor. You notice that there is a door open into a center spot, and somebody goes past it who's not wearing the same, like you briefly see them. They go past it quickly. It's not wearing the same thing. And then they go past again. And then you don't see them anymore after that. As you're talking.
You say they're not wearing the same type, not same types of clothes. They seem to be finer clothes or something. Is that what you're saying?
It's really hard to see through that door. Like it's just a brief flash of it. So you just know it's not the same. It's not wearing the same dress as the three. Let's see. You're this guy. You can see these three people. So you know that there are at least three people that clearly look like they're probably guards of some sort. That you see. And as you're watching, you see another guy kind of move towards in front of the door and kind of just stand there. That door past the other way.
Okay, so this guy looks like he's armed and
yeah. These guys all have a sword at their hip of some sort. Yes.
Cole, you can right click on yourself and put invisibility.
Got it.
Cool. What's the door look like? Is it locked?
It is a big gate, and technically, yes. So I should.
Okay.
It wasn't locked before, but it's technically locked.
Hey, can you think you can get this open, Aaron?
Maybe.
What are you guys doing?
I'm running out of ideas here. Let me see here. I knew this would happen, and I knew I was going to get. I was just like.
So Rhux will
step up. Just has to come in.
Rhux will step up and say, well, whenever he returns, just let him know that some members of the watch came by to ask about they had a couple of questions about some of the events that happened at one of his warehouses the previous day.
All right, I'll let him know that.
Do I recognize any of these guards?
No,
by chance?
No, they look
from
different.
last night or anything.
All the guards last night got arrested, so
yeah. So
you don't recognize.
Now you know. Here's the deal, dude.
Hold on a second. Was some? No. I'm gonna give Aaron. Were either of you two gonna try to pick a lock or something?
Yeah, he asked me to try and open it, but I guess I'll try and do it quietly.
Well,
no, do it as loud as possible.
If you have a thieves' tools and are proficient in them, you can add that. But otherwise, it's just a straight up dexterity check.
All right.
Real quick, I want to send a message to Marcus that Martin Sklar isn't here.
All right, so you hear that message, Marcus.
There is someone who I would guess is Martin Sklar in the window to the south getting documents. So they're lying. I would think.
Okay.
You are able to unlock that gate.
Nice. Just kind of loud.
Well, yeah. The problem is that it is kind of loud because the way it is locked is via a bar on the other side.
I figured.
Put your sword through it, and you pop the bar up, and it clatters to the ground. I
figured it was a big bar. There wasn't any real way to be quiet about this. There was not. But we're just invisible, so it's okay.
Yeah. So but you've definitely removed that bar. At this point in time, that means this guy's going to go here.
I'm going to slowly push open the door I'm in front of.
So you push open the door to see guardsmen looking at the door slowly opening.
This does not seem to be going well.
Okay, that's not creepy at all.
Okay, don't worry about it.
And then one of them shouts something, basically shouts, "What's going on?" and starts heading over towards the door.
Get out of his way. Get out of his way.
and he comes up to the door and starts, and he kind of comes out and looks either direction. Both of you give me a stealth check with advantage.
Let's go.
I can't see you, but you breathing. Luckily, Iylis had advantage. Otherwise, that would have been really bad.
Wait, let me see what my other one was. Oh my!
It was a 4.
Yeah. What's this guy's passive? Although he's kind of looking, so we'll give him an actual perception roll.
Oh, he's a freaking Chad. He sees everything.
He sees me.
He doesn't
This
see
guy
you.
is-
He can hear your footsteps.
Why'd you wear your squeaky shoes,
And
man?
he looks around. He's like, and he shouts, "Somebody's here! They're invisible!" And he jumps back inside and starts trying to put the door back together. And at this point in time,
Dagnabbit.
he shouted it out. So let's go to initiative because it really will make.
Huge difference.
Yeah, it will probably make it.
Dagnabbit.
I wasn't
also-
done.
Brian,
I wasn't done being negotiable.
No, you do. I'm gonna start setting up the combat. Do your.
I
do
also
your
tell
thing.
you, Brian, I'm watching the south and the east.
I also need to add. Hold on, nobody do initiative yet. Just relax.
Sorry.
It's okay. Rhux, finish what you were doing. You were doing that at the same time as these guys were kind of checking this out.
I was just gonna add that, like, there were reports
I want to
that
pull.
that one of his warehouses that he, that we hear he out to people was filled with had kidnapped people in it, that they were being sold to something. So, the watch is very interested to know if he knows anything.
You're saying that, and he's like, "Huh, interesting. I don't know if he knows anything about that." And about that time is when you get the response back, Praedyth, that from Marcus saying, "No, they're lying. There's a guy inside that seems to be the right
When
thing."
I get that response,
And
I
I'm
wanna
watching the
pull
south and
Hylough
east.
I'll pull
well,
in
at about
Hylough
that
and
same
Rhux and
time,
show them
so
on the
you
paper.
you set that to who? Hylough and Hylough and Dresd'a.
Because it shows
No, I know it shows up in the
on
book.
my
I understand.
so
I understand.
I'm just gonna show them discreetly.
So you're showing them the book. At the same time, you guys suddenly hear shouts from inside, and now we'll start initiative. Let me start shouting inside.
Let's go. Good initiative rolls.
I got something that's
You missed
not a
Dresda's
2.
battle cry. She was on mute.
Somehow I have added Martin Sklar twice. Rid of him once.
Wait, he is?
Well, I'm going to change my appearance
in
to
there.
look like him, so it would be
He
in there
is
twice.
here.
Hold on, I got him in here twice somehow. Oh, huh. That's interesting. He's right there on accident. All right, that was interesting. Somehow.
I did not see any possible way that this would happen.
What would happen?
That we would get caught.
Oh, I did.
I was not expecting this at all.
We really need to coordinate plans. I'm
So
trying
is
not
the
to be
door-
bossy or anything. We
All
should
right, so
Closed now?
settle on something.
or
the
not?
door is not closed now. He's coming over there to try to start. He came back in, so he shouted. He came back in, and now he's turning. He's trying to try to close the door, but it will not
Okay.
be his turn. Like that's when the initiative starts because he shouts at
Got
the
it.
same time. Okay, so given that, Hylough, you are going to be first, and you have
I am.
seen in the book that Marcus has said that there's somebody inside who he thinks is probably Martin Sklar, who was rifling through a desk.
And I'll say, we demand to see Martin Sklar now. I know he's here. So I'll be like really, really like
All right.
angry.
So give me an intimidation
An
roll.
intimidation.
And that will be your action.
Nice.
All right. When it gets to this guard's turn, which is not too far down the list, I'll let you know what he does. But
As rich, he can afford 8 guards in his house.
all
He's also
right. Is there anything else you want to try to do with a bonus action, or did you want to try to move it all? No, remember, I've opened the door, but it's actually still closed. You're just seeing through a slit. So if you want to try to get in through this door, you're going to have to either break it down or open it up or unlock it. Just as an FYI.
I'm watching through. No, I'm let me think here. What do I want to do?
So you did the intimidation, and that's an action. So all you still have left is a move and a bonus.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of bonus I could do. No, I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm not gonna try to do anything. I'm just.
All right. So a guy inside. You guys hear. Well, who hears this? 2, 3, 6. Iylis and Aaron, you hear somebody in that drive area, courtyard area, if you want to call it that, saying, "Get the carriage ready. I'll see if I can figure out if they're inside." That's what you hear. The Raven has its own initiative, too, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is the Raven's turn.
I'm gonna have the Raven, since it's been circling. Does it have does it know a good spot where it has the best? What did I hear that thing about the carrot?
The thing about the what? No.
That's about by us. Only
way
me
over on
and
the other
Aaron.
side.
Like, I was just trying.
The bird is floating around, but like they're like this whole central spot here is roofed.
Yeah, so, no, that's fine. I didn't remember who you said.
No, I said Aaron and Iylis. Iylis.
Yeah.
You guys hear them saying something about a carriage.
So then I want since the Raven has been flying around, I want it to go to where it thinks the best spot it has the best view into the courtyard.
Well, I mean, it's going to be have to be sort of here in the center, but you can't.
Okay, it'll start that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It'll just start going that way.
Okay.
So it has the best view possible, so it can give us some information about where they are and stuff.
Okay. All right. Now we have a guard. Which guard is this? Is this one? You hear him. You hear a guy, Aaron and Iylis, say, "All right, sir," and you hear. Nope, those doors were already open. Sorry. You hear some stuff. You hear the horses nicker a little bit, whinny a little bit, and you start to hear some movement as somebody starts to pull some. It sounds like wood around the wing on the thing, and starts to move some wood around. Right, this guard. This guard is the one you just tried to intimidate, and he kind of takes a step back, and he's like, "There's no need to be so rude, sir. I mean, he's not here." And he seems flustered a bit, and in his flustered, perplexed kind of state, he opens the door. And that is all he does. That being said, this guard here is struggling with the thing, Iylis. You can see him kind of starting to pull the door shut. And he pulls it shut, and that's all he does. You hear him start to pick up the bar. It's really a piece of wood that was barring the door, but that's as far as he gets. Marcus, you are up. Technically not on my map. Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. Repeat that.
A different map. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
You've heard the shouts and things like that.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn.
So I'm going to stealthily move. Actually,
give me a stealth roll then.
That's 3 diagonal. And I'll go ahead and. Are there any shadows to stay here? Or they're all
on the other side? This is the
north. This is the sun side.
Yep, you're on the sun side.
So I'll just go normally.
Wait, there is a shadow here in the sense that there is the tree shadow yet.
But there's no real way to stealth specifically. So I'll just keep walking normally.
Yeah.
3, 4,
I will say
5, 6.
That the roof or the wall right here.
Oh, I'm under the wall.
No, the wall right here is about 8 feet tall, so you could try to climb over it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, and that's probably what I'm going to do here in a second. 1, 2, Why can't I see the house anymore? I guess I'm on the wrong angle. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not being stealthy at this point. I'm just.
What do you mean you can't see the house anymore? There's a wall there.
I was too close to the house. There weren't any windows there. That's why.
No, there are no windows there.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, so I double moved it there. I will not be stealthy. I'm gonna try to go in that. I see that he's not there. I'm gonna say, "Oh, I can't. It's not a two-way conversation." Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing. I'm done.
All right. Let's see here. This guard go. There. That one, Dresd'a, you are up.
They haven't attacked us or anything yet, right?
No, but you did hear some kind of shout. You guys just barely heard a shout from the other side.
From the other side.
Yeah, it wasn't close. It was sort of it was muffled from your guys' side. But Hylough did intimidate the guy who was at the door, and the door is now open.
So we can go through.
Well, you have to push through him because he's kind of in the way.
Let us in the name of the law.
You can't go through his section. You can't go through his thing. He's still considered an enemy. You can't go through his spot.
You have to do a push action.
Yeah, you would have to do something like you would have to shove him.
Can I intimidate him into telling him to move?
You can tell him to move, but it's not his turn. So unless you move him yourself via a shove, you're not.
You don't do it, I will.
Yeah, unless you move him, he's not moving until his turn.
So I'll try to shove him. I'll try to shove him out of the way then.
All right, give me a athletics check.
Like, you need to move out of our way. Oh, crit.
Don't make the woman mad.
Right.
Damn. She just booted him.
All right, so you're able to push him 5 feet, and that's it.
Nice.
And then I can move in?
Not quite far enough to go into the pond.
But that's your action. Your action was to push him, but you can
1, 2, 3, 4. Which direction did it sound like I heard noise?
To the east.
To the east.
It was muffled. There's
4.
You can't go through his spot.
Oh,
he is a physical person.
I thought that was the tile pattern.
No, that's where you pushed him.
You moved him there.
Just go around. Just go
to his right. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, at this point in time, you've shown that you're an enemy. He will now get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll do that then.
All right, that's fine. Just let you know, you've literally accosted him, so he is now physically going to be probably defending himself. Anything else? You still have a bonus action.
I would think since I got a crit on that push that I stun him slightly so he loses his opportunity.
Stun him. It's just
I would think.
All you did was grapple him.
Like, did a woman just
all you did was grapple him, and because you got the 20, I allowed you to push him to 5 feet.
Okay.
Normally, you would have just been done. You would have had him in your grasp, and next turn you would have...
Bonus action.
Yep.
Bonus action. What's the aesthetic? Aesthetic strike. Okay, so it's a regular action to suppress my vestige, right?
Yes. But I thought you said you had already suppressed it.
Well, that was like several sessions ago, and then when I rebound, I stated I did not suppress anybody. So
that's fine.
Okay, it'll take a full action to do that.
Yes.
Well, I could make a melee attack against him, but honestly, at this point, since he hasn't really hit us.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Like you pushed him. He seems to be shocked at this point.
Right. At this point, since he didn't outright attack us, I'm not going to attack yet.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. All right. It's the next guard's turn. This guard, seeing you push your way in, another guard comes forward. Oops, he should have went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We're executing a warrant in the name of the law.
You don't have a warrant. This guy gets to there, and that's.
But they don't know that.
Unless you show an actual warrant, which they haven't shown.
We're executing lawful business.
Praedyth, you're up.
All right.
The door is open.
I want to. So where everyone in this? There's 3.
Dresd'a
right
has
here.
one into the door.
I'm talking about the locations of the guards.
Well, there's only who you can see. So.
Well, but did the bird show me any other people?
Well, no, unfortunately not, because all the guards currently are technically under the balcony that's above this floor. So technically, the bird can't see them.
I'm going to cast Fear.
Maybe that's not entirely true. The bird can see that there's somebody here and here. If you can see it. Unfortunately, I have it black. Here, let me do it here because it's not black here. Here and here.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Fear. Am I able to rotate this cone?
With your mouse wheel.
Oh, okay, gotcha. There we go. Here we are, right here.
Well, you can't. Hold on.
How much?
A cone has to be coming directly from you. So
okay, so can I can move there though, or I can at least move. I can move to. Sorry.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You can move to there.
5.
If you move to there, this guy is going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Well, which one?
This guy right here. Because you will leave his space. So you can go to here and not get attacked. But then that means that your fear has to come down to here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
Do they have weapons out?
They don't have any weapons out yet. But they can pull it out. Any attack you can pull out.
So that is okay. So you do that.
We've already talked about this one. As your attack can pull out a weapon to attack, yes.
Okay.
And then you can also do something with a weapon while you move. You can also do a bonus action to do something with a weapon. These are the.
I knew the movement thing. I didn't know the reaction to attack.
Yeah. Anytime you're going to do an attack, you can take out a weapon. It's just if you already have a weapon in your hand and you want to use a different one, that's when it gets confusing.
So he's not just going to get punched. He potentially could be hit by a sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So this means that you probably can't get this guy.
Last one. Yeah.
This guy here. So now I have to figure out which one succeeded, which one failed. According to what it said. So let's assume it was fail, fail, succeed. So this one fails, this one succeeds. This guy is not part of it. So this guy is afraid. So back into the correct. Fear. Is that fear? Yes. Frightened. Everybody else is still fine. All right. Anything else? You've moved. You've done a spell. Anything else? Bonus action, basically.
Yeah. Trying to see. I don't think I really have anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. This guard is not afraid. He pulls out his weapon and he attacks you. With multi-attack. First thing with a longsword, which I believe actually misses. Yep. Then he makes another attack with that longsword. And that one probably hits. It does a few points of damage to you. You do a concentration check and make it, so you're fine there. All right. Cool. That's that guy's turn. This guard, seeing this going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can just make it. Now there's a column away, so he has to do a double move to get to there. Iylis, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to try.
The door is closed. Hold on. The door is actually closed. It's just not barred yet.
Okay.
You could try to open it back up and push through.
I might try to push it open slowly again. See what happens.
Well, you can hear the guy on the other side picking up the wooden plank that was barring it and trying to get it back into place. It's just it's just going to take him until next round. So you have a chance to push the door open after I push through. Give me a strength check.
A strength check?
Yeah, because he's trying to put the thing back, so he's sort of there. So you're trying to push the door through him. Ooh. Yeah, you don't open the door.
Okay.
Not with that roll, you don't. I'm sorry.
Well, there goes sneaking past them. They're having any chance to get past them right now.
What else are you going to try to do?
I literally don't know. He was way faster than I thought he would be.
Well, he came and looked outside. That's why.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought I could like sneak in behind him after he did that, but like he was
got a really good
fast.
Perception, and you knew you were there.
So I guess I'm gonna try and move around.
Okay, you don't want to wait and see what Aaron does?
Well, I mean,
after you.
True.
I'm asking.
Yeah, just remember, Aaron. There's if you attack, your invisibility goes away.
Okay.
All right, Aaron, it is your turn.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
You just saw, you didn't see Iylis do anything because Iylis is invisible, but you saw the door move slightly, as clearly Iylis might have been trying to push it open.
If I push open the door really hard, I can hit him in the head.
Well, technically, both sides of the door are unlocked. He is currently on this side of the door.
Okay, well, can I push this side open?
You can try.
I shall try.
All right. You push the door open. Should be unlocked.
Whoops.
Yeah.
All right.
Push the door open.
Then
door
I'm gonna go.
Comes open, and the guy is like, starts looking around like, what the hell?
Then,
So that's half your move, though. So that was 15 feet to do that. Plus, you already moved 2, so you have 1 more move if you want to try to get inside.
I will get inside.
Okay. You still have a bonus action.
Bonus action 2. Gonna go ahead and plop a shield on faith on myself.
Okay.
Will that get rid of my invisibility, or is it just?
It shouldn't.
Okay.
Well, no. Casting a spell will get rid of your invisibility. Yes.
Do I want to do that?
Yeah, casting a spell gets rid of it. He is correct. Not just attacking, casting a spell. If you attack, it also gets rid of it.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you relevant information that I forgot that you can.
If you cast any spell, it also gets rid of it, whether it's an attack or not. Because
it's not if it just has verbal.
No,
it's any spell.
Any spell. If you cast a spell, invisibility goes away.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to wait.
All right, I'll wait.
Okay.
Until
you guys are just freaking him out with these haunted doors.
Yeah, the haunted doors. Well, he could hear people run around, so he knows somebody's invisible there. Rhux.
All right.
At least it's not a dirt floor.
This seems to have devolved very quickly.
Let's go.
It always does. No matter what. It's a standard D&D. It's impossible.
Is the door in front of me locked?
Yes, but the door in front of Hylough is open.
Okay.
Because Hylough intimidated the dude. So
1 here. Move into Praedyth space.
Leaving Praedyth space will give you an attack of opportunity. And you can't stay in Praedyth space. Because there's literally a guy right above you. There's a guy here. You go here and you come out
about the thing is, I was thinking about going here, and then I realized there's a pole in the way. Yeah, there's a big column in the way. I can't do that. So this dude is turned away. He's feared. I guess he seems a little frightened.
He is frightened.
All right. Well, I am gonna put on.
Technically, he's not turned away, but
I'm gonna put on my Fury of the Tides.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack. We are attacking, right?
He's afraid, so you heard Praedyth cast a spell, so.
Yeah, but did Dresd'a hit somebody?
And actually, as you came in, you saw Praedyth get attacked by the one guard. So they have started to attack for sure.
This dude right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get stabbed. Because you don't get to attack my Praedyth. My boy.
Alright, he definitely got stabbed.
He's gonna take 10 damage, and then I'm gonna use my thing to push him 5 feet.
Okay.
That a crit?
Yeah.
Like it's straight from me is what it is?
Yeah, which means he goes to there.
Okay. And then I will assume his space.
Okay.
You
And
hit
then I will
Praedyth?
use my second attack
No, he didn't hit Praedyth.
No, no, sorry.
on the other one.
Okay.
Alright, that one missed.
Unfortunately misses. Alright.
Yeah, I'll walk in, I shove this man because they are not about to attack my boy, and then I tell Praedyth to let the others know that something's going down because
Right,
I know he's got the
one
thing.
goes 1, 2, 3. No, he's gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he comes to there. You see a guy come in, and seeing your kind of push the one guy away, he actually pulls. Oops. He actually pulls out a bow. No, wrong thing. There we go. And shoots at you, Rhux. He can only shoot the short bow once. And he misses.
It seems rude. Also, he sucks.
Oh, he missed.
You're right.
All right, finally, one round in the books. Hylough, you're up.
Hey, look at there. Yeah, I guess I'll just stand right here outside, watch the other people. Now I guess I'll go in. Okay, so first, move in. Second, so who was afraid and who's not?
Everyone in front of you is afraid. That's it.
Nobody's afraid.
You're not sure. I mean, you're not sure who's afraid.
And who's been attacked? Who's attacking?
As of right now, the only one that's attacked currently is this one and this one.
Okay.
Everybody else moved into position, and this guy didn't attack. He was pushed.
Okay. All right. I am gonna push this guy into the water. Try to push him into the water.
Okay. Like I said, unless you get a 20 on your grappling check, all you can do is grapple him this turn, and then you can push him next turn, unless you have some special ability that allows you to push.
I have.
Which is why I was shocked that Rhux didn't do it on him.
He has a pushing ability?
Yes.
He's a pusher?
He pushed the one guy. He could have pushed the other guy. He just didn't do it.
Well, I thought Dresd'a pushed the one guy.
No, because she got a 20. Like, if you get you can do a grapple check, and then the next turn you can do something with your grapple check. But because she got a 20,
shove him.
Because she got a 20, I gave her the ability to do something extra.
So that's athletics then?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. I think shoving takes about 6 seconds.
Well, I did not roll a 20, but I did get 21 when it's all added up.
He gets his chance to do his thing, though. He is going to do this one to try to avoid being... All right, so you have a hold of him. He is currently grappled, which means you have him and he is restrained.
There actually is a shove maneuver. Just
shove maneuver.
Yeah.
Shove maneuver is in the DMG. So
okay.
It's not in the basic.
That's I'm just making sure. I figured it was something, but
okay. All right. Get me Sklar now.
You've got a hold of him.
just keep yelling at him and tell him to go. Run from me. Go get him.
Bonus action or anything?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Sklar is going to do something. The question is what?
Give himself up willingly?
No.
Commit treasonous acts.
Sklar is going to do this first, I think. Oops. That is not where it was supposed to go.
Burn the house down.
No, I was trying to move so I could see the damn thing, and I put it in the wrong place. Wall of fire, though, I can do whatever. It's not just a wall. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure that I can make it. Wall fire on something, and then you can make the wall up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or a ring, but I don't have to make it 60 feet long. I can make it just shorter, up to 60 feet long. So technically it is not this long. It is only this long. And he has put it right here. It doesn't extend all the way out here. That's why I would love to be able to remake it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
So there is a wall of fire. Aaron, you need to give me a dexterity save, and so does the guy that was trying to put the door together. I don't think a 10 is going to make it.
Fine.
Neither is that guy 6. So that means that you take 26 points of fire damage.
Oh my goodness.
So does the guard.
Ow. Well, there goes that good help.
All right. As long as you're within 5 feet of the wall, you will continue to take damage. Right. And Sklar continues in and starts helping him do things. There. Raven. The Raven sees this wall of fire come up.
So, Peter, would that be the equivalent of like a small campfire?
No.
Okay.
Anyway, it's the Raven's turn.
Wait, does the Raven see the wall of fire?
Yeah, the Raven sees the wall of fire over on the other side where, if you unclick yourself, you can see where it is.
Yeah, well, I did that. I can't actually see where it is. I'm assuming it's around here somewhere.
No, it's right here.
Let me see.
I'll have the Raven fly over to.
Make sure I did this right for the wall of fire, because get a wall of fire on the songs. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't take that 26 points and put it back. It only he didn't put it on you in the flame. If you're in the wall when you do it, then you would have taken damage. If you end your turn within 10 feet of this side of the wall, you will take 5d8 damage. So you haven't taken damage yet. Sorry about that, Aerra.
Good.
Thank goodness.
Raven moves over and can see the fire on the other side.
Yeah.
Guard. This guard continues to go and get some stuff. He's actually now trying to pick up something there. This guard here is currently restrained and frightened, which means I think he has disadvantage on his attack rolls. Is that correct? What does frightened mean?
Yes, it's disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, he has to. I think he has to run away.
No, that's not the way it is anymore.
For fear.
Oh, no, it does say the creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns. Okay, he can't move because he's grappled, so.
Turn.
He does have disadvantage on both attack and ability checks.
No, he has to take the dash advantage.
Yeah.
He can't take it, so he just...
And since he can't move, he just doesn't do anything.
All right,
make a wisdom
this
save,
guard is a bit freaked out.
He gets to make a wisdom save to try and
no, he doesn't.
Not be afraid anymore.
Read it.
He doesn't?
Only when he doesn't have line of sight to you anymore does he get to make a
wisdom save. Right. My bad.
This guy, try and decide if he wants to go through the fire or if he wants to. He goes. He opens the door, moves out, and moves to here, and then he turns around and he's like looking at the fire and he's not sure what he's supposed to do. Marcus, you're up.
Ryan, you're absolutely doing the scarecrow from Batman right now of scaring the guy and not letting him run away from you, so he's gonna go crazy. Just I'm gonna try to jump the wall.
Yeah,
you can't jump the wall.
Is it not?
Climb it.
You could climb it. Okay.
It's 8 feet
climb.
tall.
Yeah, climb.
But you can climb.
Hold on. Let's see. Make sure this guy's not in the. Yeah, he's not there. So I'm going to try to climb the wall.
Yep. Give me a climb check.
I will. As an action, I'm going to go ahead and do long strider on myself.
Okay.
And I don't know why I don't have any spell slots left. We did take a long rest, right? We haven't done anything.
This is the new day.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't take long rest, I guess. And now I'm going to try to climb it.
Multiple times take a long rest. So.
No, I did. It just didn't replace my. That's the only one it didn't replace. Anyway, and my armor class is wrong, by the way. Just for fun.
Oh, hey, mine is 2.
Nope, not happening.
No, it is not.
Okay, so I guess I'll go finish going this way. So that's one half my move to try to climb, or just stop there.
Yeah, you just stop there.
Okay.
Your armor class is wrong because you don't have any armor.
What? It's showing on. That's what my ring of protection, heavy low cloak. It says equipped when I put it on my. I'm clicking it on and off. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought my armor class was 17 and it's showing 16.
Mine should be like 19 and it's 15.
I don't know what problem you guys are having. Mine's normal.
Check
Yeah, I
out
was going to say mine's 12, and it is most definitely 12.
Are you sure
I
you
might
guys
have
all your
had
stuff equipped?
11, but I'm pretty sure I'm.
You gotta make
10
sure
or
you have
11
everything
or something
equipped.
like that.
I think something is just not showing up correctly because if I go on to Marcus and I click on it to change it, can't modify it. It shows it as 16. So I think it's just not displaying.
Okay, is it just my display?
No, I think it's just not displaying it correctly on the sheet, but it actually has it correct internally.
Okay.
Yeah, mine actually shows what makes it up is 16 chainmail, and then 1+1 for defense fighting style, and it says 16 still. So it's really weird. I don't know what.
Okay. Anyway, I failed my thing, so
Yep.
I'll stand up with whatever's left and be embarrassed.
Better be embarrassed. Jesus.
Out of one, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. Is that right?
Yeah, it should have a 16, but
Yeah, it's showing 16 under the thing. It's just weird. What's interesting here is that I'm taking a look at Hylough's because Hylough's shows 19 if I go to custom formula. There's a 16 for chainmail. +3 for dexterity, except that chainmail doesn't allow you to do, I think, the full +3.
I think it's a +2. I think it's a medium armor, right? Or is it heavy?
Oh, actually, your armor class is correct, sir.
What did I do wrong?
Chainmail has a 0 max dexterity modifier, meaning you can't use any of your dexterity for it.
All right. Well, what about the +1 on the fighting style defensive?
Well, that's slightly different, but
okay. All right. Well, whatever. It used to say 17, and now it says 16. So
well, I mean, there were some updates. It's possible something got broken with an effect or something like that.
Okay.
Like your thing is there; it shows it being there.
Yeah, when I hover over my armor class, the formula is like at abilities dex mod is greater than 99 ?
Yeah, no, I know.
And then,
but if
yeah,
you look
it's just
inside
really-
of the actual thing, it actually is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, something's not.
I can log out and log back in
No,
because I
it's
was
nothing
losing.
to do with what you're doing.
Okay.
Here's why.
As long as we know. You're right. Yeah, let's see.
That says.
Yeah, I just tried to hit update, didn't do anything.
Something's probably changed with the latest system. Stupid
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail everything.
No,
I just didn't want to get.
You're going to get hit no matter what. Doesn't matter.
Well,
it's
that's
not
true.
that different. All right, so this guard sees that the fire is in place, so he's going to. And he comes in there and starts helping out. Dresd'a, you're up.
Alrighty, for my action, I am going to suppress Hylough.
Okay.
Let's see, where is that feature? Message. And where'd it go? Where are you, Hylough? There he is. Okay, suppression, and then I clicked on Hylough so that
That's
it's
fine. Cool.
All right. And that was my action. For my bonus action, I'm going to attack with Mr. Totem. And I am going to attack this dude who came at me. And let's see. Where are you, Totem? Come on. There you go. Did it roll?
No. Show the totem.
Oh. Okay.
You need to roll a d20.
Yeah. Let me see. It's bonus shot. Melee. Use your action to channel. Okay. What's the? So when I attack with the totem, it's a spell attack. So that's my charisma plus proficiency.
Yes.
Okay. Ugh.
Technically, it would be a 12, but it still misses.
Okay. 12, but it misses. All right. And that would be it for me then.
Okay. All right. This guard is the one you just tried to attack.
That's a warning. You got to back off and leave me alone. Next time he bites, try to cover up.
Well, he just swings a longsword at you and drops it, so he uses his bonus action to pick it
I
up.
scared him.
Praedyth, you're up. Whoops. And I just
You
made
did get it across to him.
All right. What do I want to do here? Oh, I know what I want to do here. I'm going to cast Sending to Iylis. And I'm just going to tell him that we're fighting in here, and then I see stuff has gone down over there. What the hell happened? You were supposed to be invisible.
We're still invisible.
I can't see me.
And then
Was it invisible or invincible? Those two get confusing.
That too. I hope.
I'll take the. Well, if I just move 5 feet back.
Please tell me how the door is locked.
Right.
The door behind you is locked.
I forget that one's locked. Sorry about that. I'll just take the attack of opportunity. Actually, I'll just stay there.
Okay. All right. This guard, going to target Rhux. First attack. This is Rhux. His second longsword attack. Swings after him. Also misses Rhux. So that guy's done. Now this guard is going to attack. Do the same thing. He's first going to attack Rhux once. And that one finally hits Rhux for 10 points of damage. And then he's going to attack Praedyth with his other one, which hits Praedyth for 7 points of damage. Okay. Iylis, you are up.
All right. So this guy came out.
Yep, he came out
and cast this wall of fire.
No, he didn't cast the wall of fire. You have no idea who cast the wall of fire.
Oh,
because you're not seeing inside. You just see. You can feel the heat.
I hear it.
No, you can feel the heat from it because it basically is providing heat from here out to about here. This whole area is really hot.
Is the all right? Can I? So the door's still open though, right?
Yeah, the door's open. Moving
so
there,
you
see the fire.
Well, now I can't see the fire, which is on.
It's a little weird.
I think I could see it over here.
Yeah, you can see it, but then sometimes you can't. It's really weird. I know. I've saw it the same.
Yeah. If
you end your turn within 10 feet of that side of the fire, you will take damage. If you go through the fire, you will take damage. This wall is.
What kind of action will it take me to lock the doors?
Why would you want to lock the doors?
It's just to lock that one guy out.
Again, the fire is really hot where you're at.
Yeah, it's really hot. Okay, so I should probably just dispel magic.
You could use an action to close the door and try to bar it, but again, it would take a couple things. So.
All right, I think I'm gonna just dispel magic, and I'm also gonna say to Praedyth, is that like a bonus action? What is that?
What?
Descending.
Oh, you can just respond to it.
You can just
okay.
Respond.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, we are still invisible, but we're about to not be. They just kind of smelled us or something. I don't know.
No, he rolled 20. He heard you. You're not. You don't. It's not like you don't make noise. You make noise.
Yeah, I know.
They just can't see you. Although smell is probably also possible.
Yeah, he could have smelled me.
He could have smelled you. It's true.
He's got a good perception. So yeah, I'm going to cast dispel magic on the firewall.
All right. You will need to roll a d20 because the wall of fire is higher than 3rd level.
Okay. Let's see here.
So it won't just automatically dispel it.
So okay. That's my spell casting ability.
Yes.
Can I just roll that? It won't let me. So, but it says my spell attack is +7. So.
Yep.
20 + 7. Woo! All
right.
I'm so good.
Well done.
And I'm now visible.
And you're now visible. And but you still keep concentration on. So Aaron is not visible, but you are.
Aaron is not visible. No.
Yes. All right. Give me a second. Let me get rid of this.
I'm gonna get rid of my invisibility.
And this guy is no longer concentrating because his spell went away. Concentration is done.
I don't see anybody down this hall.
You do not.
Okay.
It was the fire did provide was obscuring, but now once it's gone, you see down the thing and you don't see anybody. But you are now visible, and there's a guy behind you who clearly goes, "Ha!" And he starts shouting, "There's a guy here!"
I knew it.
Anything else? Bonus action or anything?
That's all.
All right, Aaron, you're up. The wall of fire is gone.
Now I am going to be barring up this door.
Okay. You're gonna have to close. It's gonna take you 1 round to close both sides of it, and then next round you can bar it.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just gonna hit this guy then.
All right, that's fine.
I thought it would.
I thought I could do one,
well,
but
there's 2 doors. You got to close them both, and then you got to put the bar on. So it's not.
All right. Anyway, time to hit this dude in the face. Never mind. I shall try again.
That one hits though. You gonna apply anything else to it?
Yes. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is.
How much damage does that do?
This much.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow, look at all that damage.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. Rhux, you're up.
All right. There continues to be multiple people in my grill,
There is.
and I don't play that. They need to get out of my grill.
You'd hit him.
I did hit him. I'm gonna hit him again. And just to prove my point.
Well, you hit him thrice? Oh. Even
It's
better.
enough to hit him.
I missed myself, apparently.
You missed yourself. Who
Well,
did
how
you
does
this
attack?
work?
Who are you attacking?
Targeting. Wait,
Targeting.
was I supposed to roll that after I hit somebody?
What are you talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was confused on how it worked. I'm gonna hit it. I was hitting that one.
All right, so 17 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. What is it? D8, I think.
I don't know. Look it up. You need to know your stuff.
I don't remember exactly what the damage roll is.
I mean, you can just go look at it.
1d6 plus 4 is what it is.
No, it's an extra 2d6 thunderous damage.
Yeah, but it didn't do the normal trident damage either.
Right. You need to roll all your damage.
Yeah. So here's
2d6.
the trident.
Okay.
And then not sure. Here's the rest of it.
So 16 points to him, and then he has to make a strength saving throw. What's your saving throw?
Strength saving throw of probably 14. 14. He fails.
He fails, so he gets pushed back 10 feet and is knocked prone. Well, he can only go back 10 or 5 feet, but he's still knocked prone.
All right, and then I will turn onto the other man. I notably, is it only on the first one, or can I choose which one it's on?
What?
This thing. Is it only the first one? Once per turn, so it's not.
Yeah,
Doesn't have
once
to be
per
the
turn.
first one.
No,
Okay.
just once.
So I will notably not use that. I will use it on the other guy. All right. I wasn't sure if it was it had to be the first guy. All right.
No.
Swap to this dude. Second attack.
He also hits and does 8 points of damage to him.
I'm also going to push him 5 feet this time instead of damage.
All right.
And I will assume this spot.
Assume the position.
I will assume the position.
All right.
So this man is no longer allowed to touch Praedyth because no.
All right.
The gnome. That's mean.
The last guard.
That's everything. Yeah.
This guard. Well, this guard shoots Praedyth.
Okay.
But
That's
he can only
messed up.
shoot the short bow once, so.
Exactly.
And
And
misses.
it's still bad. Get
And he
wrecked.
still misses. All right, top of the round.
Praedyth, what did the other people say?
Hylough, you're up.
Wow. This is my third time?
It's round 3.
Yeah, okay. All right. So do I know that this guy would run away if I let him go? I mean, has anybody like
You're not
said
sure.
anything?
I mean, he definitely has been staring at Praedyth with wide eyes, and he's been trying to pull back from you. So give me an insight check. No one has said anything. That is
They
completely
could have
true.
let me in on this, you know. And I ain't got very good insight. I'm not real good at this stuff.
Yeah, as far as you know, you've got a hold of him. You can
Yeah,
push him
it
into the.
occurs to me I didn't tell you.
You can
anything.
push him into
okay.
the water if you so desire.
Okay, I just push him in the water. What is that? Another athletics check?
Yeah, do a quick athletics check. And
Just a quick one. Okay.
Yeah,
There's
just a quick
advantage, normal, disadvantage, and quick. I'll do the
just
quick one.
normal.
Oh,
Oh, God.
That is a quick one.
All right, so he breaks free. So you no longer have him restrained as you try to push him away.
Your dice aren't cool enough. That's
But-
what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I know.
So you can still move or bonus action.
All right, so yeah, I can. Let's see. All right, so I got to zoom in here. I can't see what the heck's going on. Now, if he's frightened, would he attack? I'm just curious.
You don't know.
Okay.
Because you don't know that he's frightened,
position for a
so
lightning
it's hard
bolt.
to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can do a reaction. That's the thing.
Okay, so I will move here.
Yeah, all it says is he must make
can I
a
get-
dash, so he potentially can do an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I was reading through it too to see if it said anything.
So he's going to do his attack of opportunity. But he only gets one attack, so. So that he does, and misses. Oh, yeah, he just misses. So you move up to there. Go for it.
All right, and then I'm gonna. Is this one of the guys with a bow? Who's been shooting
He's
at us?
prone, so you have advantage when you attack him. He does not have a bow. The guy with the bow is only one guy. That's this guy back here.
Yeah, I feel like hammering somebody in the head.
Well,
I should have targeted.
luckily for you,
I dropped my hand.
Luckily for you have advantage, so roll again.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me
He's
target him.
prone, you have advantage.
Yeah, yes, that's right. You did say that. Okay. So target, and then let's click on him, right? Click.
Just attack it normally because you've already attacked once. You got a 1, so you can only do better.
And I don't do that much better.
Not much better, so you still miss.
All right, well, there I am. All right.
Actually, doesn't matter that you missed anyway because you couldn't have attacked. You tried to push the guy. That was your.
Oh,
action.
okay, yeah. All right.
It's all good. Nothing happened.
Can I see what's in the lily pad thing as I go by?
Water, leaves, lily pads.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
No koi fish.
No. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
I'm done.
This guy, they're doing stuff inside. Raven looks around, sees the fire has gone out, sees both Aaron and Iylis have reappeared.
All right. That's not great.
Well, Aaron's attacking the guy, so.
And I just see one, bad
One
dude.
guard currently, yes.
Then the Raven's going to keep on and try and see what Marcus is doing. I don't know where he is.
All right, so you just keep flying. Eventually, you see Marcus is on the other side. All right, are you done?
Yep.
All right, this guard here continues to do things. This guard here finally has no one holding on to him, so he dashes. So he goes 1. Give me an attack of opportunity, Dresd'a and Praedyth. On this particular guy. This guy.
It might be like an unarmed strike or something. I don't know. I'm just praying it's not going to hit him.
Okay, Dresd'a, you going to give me an attack
That's
of
not his
opportunity?
forte.
Sorry, which guy was it again? I've got to target him. Is it the one right in front of me?
No, it's this guy.
Oh, that one. Okay. I need to target him first. All right. Unarmed strike. Suppress. There it is. Ascetic. Is that the right one?
Yeah, it's 7 points damage. You hit him. All right,
Okay.
so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
Did we scare him away?
5, 6. No, he had fear on him, so he had to do a dash.
Yeah, I cast fear.
However, he no longer sees Praedyth, so he does get his attempt at a saving throw.
Can you untarget him for me? I can't see him to untarget
I
him.
can't untarget him for you.
Okay. Because when I attack the guy in front of me, it's gonna.
You can always click on the target button, which is the little target.
Wait, there's a
Target?
target button?
Yeah, and right click.
And right
Or
click it.
single click. Just single click. Don't click on the guy. Don't click it. Just click off of everything. It's just like trying to select something.
Okay. I don't know.
If you want to unselect, you just click on the target button and click off. think should work that way. Yeah. Dresd'a, you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, the target
Click
that's
on
off
the
to the left.
Click on the little target.
I clicked on it.
Then click off of everything. Do not click on anything else. Just click off of everything.
How do I click off of everything?
Put your pointer somewhere.
Just click anywhere in space.
There you go. It's now no longer selected.
Oh, okay. I can't see because he's all in shadow.
I know, but I can. So that's why I was saying you just need to click off. If you click on that target and click where there is no character, that will deselect everything.
Okay.
And so then I was just waiting. That's why I knew you hadn't done it yet, because I could see he was still targeted. Anyway, he needs to do a wisdom saving throw for fear.
Yeah.
And what is the target number?
That is a great question.
DC.
It's
14.
14, yep.
So he is no longer frightened. Wink. All right.
Fun while it lasted.
This guard here attacks you, Aaron. Misses. Second attack. Swings back around at it. Ooh. Double damage. You take a pretty massive swipe. Did you wish to try to do your die?
Well, it's a crit, so I couldn't change it, can I?
Well, it was a 24 to hit, so.
No, I don't think.
I don't think you can do much enough to You
Yeah.
can still try to change it. I mean, it's got a total value, so you can always still try to change it. But the resilience die is what, a D4 or a D6?
D4.
Your 5th level. It's a D4. Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to get it low enough to get your armor class because you got to get it below your armor class. All right, that's his turn. Marcus is up.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm going to try to climb the bloody thing again.
Okay, go for it. I mean, you don't really need to get that much, but a 1 was still too low.
I know.
I mean, it's not a difficult wall to climb. It's just you can't do it with 1.
There we go.
There you go. That climbs it fine.
Okay. So is it half?
It's half
movement up?
because you're climbing at half speed. So
1. Is
and
there a window there?
Consider it's 4 to get over.
Okay.
At half speed, you have to climb 20. So
It's where can I get it? Can I get in a room?
no, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna climb up here, and then I'm gonna put you on
Okay,
the
that's
side.
what. And then,
And
there we go.
And then you can jump down and have to make an acrobatics check to not take a d6, or you can climb down, which again is another 4. So currently you've used 5 points of movement.
I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, so that'll be another 4 points of movement.
Okay, and then I'm gonna
But you don't
stealth.
need to make another climb check. That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and stealth. Actually, I
you
can half move
really
stealth.
can't stealth because there's literally a guy right here doing stuff, and you can kind of. I mean, well, you can try it. You can try it. You can try to.
Well,
stealth.
actually, let me.
But you can definitely see people in that room as you're kind of coming down. And
Is
they're
that 2 people?
literally there's 2 people in there. One of them is literally hooking up a like a tongue on the carriage.
Okay. So I'll try to be stealthy about it.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
That didn't work.
You tried.
That's 4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8, and I've got 40-inch movement.
Correct. You used 5 to get to the top, another 4 to get down. That's already 45 feet.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna double move. So it's
Okay,
45.
that's fine. Just making sure.
50.
However, you're also stealthing, which means it's half move. Right?
Okay, so I would only have 40 move inches
Correct.
total, right?
Well, no, you had 40 to get. You had the original 40 because you weren't stealthing then. You got to the bottom. You're now stealthing, so you used 10 feet to move to get to the bottom finally.
Right.
So you still have 30 feet, which means you can move 15 if you're stealthing.
Okay. What are those? Are those just targets?
Yeah, they're just arrow targets.
I'll just try to stay here in a corner and
Okay.
And that is my move. My stealth was my action. I'm done.
Okay.
Do I have any, actually, hang on. Do I have any bonus action things I could do? I do not. Okay, I'm done.
All right. This guard here. Let's see here. It does come on. It does this. He kind of, you see another guy appear. He is kind of has a harness for a horse. He kind of says something to this guy and puts some stuff down there and then kind of goes back in. Looks like they're trying to get the carriage ready. Dresd'a, your turn.
All right. Okay, I'm going to target the guy in front of me with shocking grass.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
I get that from Cora, in case you're wondering.
No, I know. That is enough.
Okay, so he also can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
And then Totem's going to try to bite him.
Okay.
Yay, he
hit.
bit. So Totem gets there. 1. Chomp.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see, where'd everybody go? That column protects me from the archer over here, right?
Maybe. You think so? You can't see him, then he can't see you.
Dude, what's those pillars?
You can't see him, he can't see you.
Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right, so this guy retaliates because, you know. Actually, also, it turns out, Dresd'a, in future for future reference, if you hit Alt and click off, you will also untarget everything as well.
Alt and click off.
Right. Normally, if you click Alt and click on somebody, you target them.
Yeah.
If you Alt and click anywhere where there is nobody, that will also untarget.
Oh, okay. Good to
That's
know.
good to know.
Thank you.
I just tried it.
Thank you.
I wasn't. I didn't realize it until just now. So,
Very
this
good.
guy is going to attack you with his multi-attack. He first swings with his longsword and
Please
misses.
Miss again. You
And
can
he
miss
comes
again.
back and tries with his backhand and misses again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Praedyth, you're up. A lot of bad rolls for the bad guys.
Hey.
All right. Praedyth is annoying. People keep hitting him and shooting things at him. It's not a safe space. So he's going to what's this? He's going to throw a knife at him, an ice knife, at the guy who shot him.
This guy?
Yes.
He's even going to hit him and even do damage. Not a ton of damage, but something.
He also makes a dex save.
And he succeeded. What does the dex save do?
Oh, if he succeeded, it doesn't do anything.
All right. Well, so
if he'd failed, he would have taken 2d6.
Okay, no, that's fine. But the problem is that the way this thing is set up, if he makes a save, if there's any save and they make it, it halves all the damage. This is just dumb. But I fixed it anyway. That's fine. Anything else?
Praedyth is gonna take a step out here. That's it. Oh, and he's going to.
May I remind you that you probably can still get shot there.
Oh, can I? Then he'll hide behind.
Yeah, you're not behind the door or anything. The door is open.
Well, I just thought because you could see, I couldn't.
But he can move over as well and shoot you. That's
well, yeah. Anyway, he says that Iylis and Aaron are in combat over in the back part of the house.
Okay.
With fire and mess because they're, I don't know.
All right. So this guard, he uses half his movement to get up. Then he attacks Hylough.
Hey, turn it down.
And
What have I done to you? Nothing.
True, but you did attack him. You missed, but you did attack him.
Yes, I did.
He is going to hit you, but not for a lot of damage. And then his second attack, as he swoops the sword back, actually hits you again, and for not a lot of damage. Jeez.
We like that.
Even when I hit, not a lot of damage, but that's all right. All right, so this guard is kind of duking it out with Rhux. He continues to multi-attack and does a longsword against Rhux first. That was a pretty good solid blow with almost no damage. Way to go. And then he makes another longsword attack on Rhux and misses. All right. Now it's Iylis's turn. Iylis, you see Marcus come over the top of the wall down here and then kind of climb down behind those targets. And he's kind of crouched behind them. You think he's trying to hide behind them, but he's not doing a very good job. But it is your turn. And you can turn off, I'm going to turn off your concentration because, well, Aaron attacked. So. Robert.
Oh, sorry about that. So I'm probably going to try and move up to this stable area or this alcove that I see and see what I can figure out. 4, 5, 6.
So you can sort of see through the small window there that there are people inside doing stuff with the carriage. Although one guy is standing there kind of tapping his foot.
Can I see those horses?
Yeah, there's horses in there.
What's the deal with casting spells through windows?
It depends on what spell you're going to cast.
Like magic missile.
Magic missile can't go through the window.
Okay.
I mean, the window is a physical object. It's a physical object, so it's in the way. So.
Man, but if I really quickly broke the glass and cast the spell.
Yeah, you get like 2 or 3 darts with that, right? And then what if the first dart broke the window? Could the other 2 target beyond the window?
No, because you're not to break the window, you'd have to target the window, so they'd all attack the window.
Oh, I thought you could separate them.
Yeah, you can. But
see, I'm trying to spook the horses.
You can actually see that glass has actually got some reinforcement in it, so it's not going to be
okay, gotcha.
Super easy.
That's 6 up to there.
The horses I
see Marcus.
The horses are in the stables. Yes, you see Marcus.
Yeah,
horses are in stables, so spooking them may not really do much either.
Yeah, but if it makes it harder for them to tame them and get them in the harness or whatever, that's what I want. Does this thing have a roof?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the ladder and I was wondering about it. Climbing over.
Well, the ladder
I think I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I think I will stealth.
You can't.
Wait,
stealth.
I can't stealth. No.
I'm
just here or I'm not.
Yep.
Okay.
That was the same thing with Marcus. Marcus stealth. He couldn't have actually dashed, so he was stuck there anyway.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'll just hang out here.
Okay.
Hope they don't notice me.
Right in front of a guy who literally is doing stuff and occasionally looking up and probably looks right at you. Aaron, you're up.
He might.
It's a little different from Marcus. Marcus is at least behind something and a bit further away.
There.
So.
Hey, y'all.
Aaron,
what y'all doing?
Gonna whoop this guy.
No, you're not.
Gonna whoop this guy.
That one's a hit. Not a ton of damage, but are you doing
Oh
your extra
yeah,
thing?
well more damage here. Hiya.
There you go. That was a bit better. As you he gets electrocuted a bit. All right. Rhux.
All right. Well, this dude seems to keep wanting to duke it out. So unless someone has said something about things that are happening on the other side of the map, Rhux is going to continue to beat this guy.
Currently quite a bit of combat going on, so.
This guy's about to get.
I literally
absolutely
did. I did.
And he
say
did
what
say
was
that they were
going on the
fighting.
other side
They were
of the
fighting
map.
on the other side.
Well, then Rhux has a reason to go over there as soon as he's done clapping these people, so we can get over there. All right. This guy, dude, right in front of him.
Okay.
Time to bop. Only bopping.
Hits. Whacks him pretty good.
How's he looking?
Still up.
Well, I'm asking, how's he looking? Is he looking tight? Is he breathing hard?
Yeah, you guys are fighting, so yes, he's breathing hard.
Thank you for not being helpful. All right.
You slam the thing into him and he draws some blood, but it's not like he falls over or anything. And you try to do it again and he's able to slap it out of the way.
All right. Well,
It is now this guard's turn, and currently, let's see, he kind of moves here. Still can't see anybody. He moves back to here. All he can see is Hylough. So guess what, Hylough? You get a short bow to the back or side.
Ow.
That one actually hits for 7 points to Hylough. All right. It is now the top of the round, but it is almost 10 o'clock. Do you guys wish to do another round or call it for tonight and pick it up again next week?
Another round.
You guys.
I gotta hit something.
All right.
Yeah,
Hylough, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I gonna do?
That's the question I would have. Yes.
All right. So I gotta whack the guy in front of me again. Okay. So I have him targeted. So we hammer him. Oh man.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get the 18, but nope. That misses.
And then I do it again. Like, oh my gosh, I can't
You can't hit this dude.
But I'm like, woof, woof. Like just swinging over my head or something like that. Or he's not that dexterous.
Not really, but
I'm being.
He's got a lot of armor on though, so. But you're not doing a very good job of swinging.
I'm not even coming close.
You have an action surge if you wish to use it. Just
heck yeah.
All right.
Let's do that.
All right. Use that action surge and attack again.
And try this again. Eventually got a.
That's definitely a hit. Whack! You slam the guy on the side of his shoulder, and then you attack again.
And I miss again.
Fling back, and he kind of ducks because he kind of stumbles more than anything.
Obviously, he's a cunning
I
warrior.
don't know how he can attack me. He's got his back to me. He's doing all this with his back to me.
He's not really. He's kind of like this.
Okay.
He's a monk of the drunken style.
All right.
Distracted style.
Martin is here. He kind of back and forth, and he turns around, and he sees Iylis, and he says, "Who are you? What are you doing here? You do not belong in my villa."
I'm
and
the
then
inspector.
I'm the stable inspector. You called me last week.
Do I have psychic paper?
No. He then fires a magic missile at you.
Oh, he cast the.
Which only did one missile for some strange reason.
Interesting.
And it's been doing that lately.
It's broken for you too.
Broken for
Maybe
everybody.
that's so you can target them individually.
No.
It's not.
2, so Iylis is going to take another 6 points. So
Ow, 9 damage.
as these magic missiles come flying out and strike into you.
Ouchie.
And then he says, "Hurry it up, man!" You assume the guy is next to him. Raven.
The Raven. The Raven is gonna go where Iylis is and come down here. And try and get in front of Martin. If I don't know if he has enough movement.
He can fly down.
Yeah, so I don't think he'll make it there.
Enough, but we'll put him at about 15
I don't think he'll
feet
make
up,
it.
something like that. Still.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guard. Kind of continues to put the stuff together. Kind of gets up and kind of comes up here and starts getting some more stuff. That's that guard. This guard here is no longer afraid. Now he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and unfortunately, 6. Yeah, no matter where he goes, he can't see anybody. So he comes around and gets to about there. Next guard comes after Aaron. First longsword attack misses. Second longsword attack misses. Because we're having a great slap fight out here. Marcus, you're up. You saw that the guy who said something about his villa fired a magic missile at Iylis.
Okay.
Can't believe
I
it.
will level my crossbow at him.
Okay.
Martin, you are wanted for questioning. Will you come peacefully or will we take your body? We need to talk with you about the events at your warehouse. Surrender now, and we will discuss this
civilly
without anyone dying. And I'm going to do intimidation.
Okay.
I was thinking that intimidation should get a bonus if you are ugly.
There you go. And then I'm going to use a hero point to add my extra D8, I believe. I always forget what it is on this level.
Hero point. You mean your maneuver?
Yeah, I'm a maneuver point. Sorry. Trying to find it. Did that do anything? Okay, so
certainly not with a 15.
Did it roll?
No, you roll a d8. You did the thing.
Okay.
Which rolls. Not with a 15, but let's see where you get to. He stares at you, but doesn't see the same thing.
If he moves, you have to stop him. You will do this.
Oh,
and I'm
the
giving
chief.
Iylis the Bardic Inspiration.
Nice.
Hold on.
That's a bonus action.
I understand that, but I think your commanding presence is also a bonus action.
Is it? I think it's just a
That's what I'm making sure.
power.
All right, it's just passive, so it's good. You're good. Just making sure.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and maneuver. Is that door's closed, right?
No, they're all open.
5, 6, 7. I'll aim at him through the carriage.
No, because the doors aren't open. So good try.
Oh, it's not open?
No, it's not an open carriage. It's a carriage.
Can I climb up here without? I mean, I've got like 2 movement points left. Can I just use it to climb up on the?
I would say if you do so, he gets an attack of opportunity.
I'd still be in his threat radius, wouldn't I?
But you're getting above him, so no.
Okay, I'll stay here and aim at him.
Okay.
You've got the high ground.
Guard. This guard basically turns around and
would intimidate work on all of them?
Nope, you targeted at Sklar, so it does not.
Really? Okay.
You targeted at Sklar. You said Martin Sklar, so.
Well, I mean, but intimidating. I thought intimidation was the area thing, but okay.
If you're specifically talking to a specific person and you're saying, I ain't trying to intimidate him. No, it's not an area thing. Plus, these guys are in the presence of their, in essence, commanding officer.
That's fine.
So.
I just thought I'd try. I mean, like I said, Okay.
This guy draws his sword and comes up to you and attacks you. And
Ouch.
wow, immediately hits you for a
Ow.
lot of damage. Holy cow.
I'm gonna hit him for
Okay.
a lot of damage. Don't worry.
And then backs that up with another swing that hits you again.
Ouchie.
But not as much damage. So
That's
but
good.
that was a lot for one attack.
Oh yeah.
Ouch. Dresd'a, you're up.
All right, we got guard coming up, and I'm gonna try to let's try chill touch because he's already taken damage. That's a D12. Is it range?
I think it's a ranged spell attack, which
Oh,
means it will
never
have
mind.
disadvantage.
Nope. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's try shocking grasp again.
Fine. Just letting you know. I understand what you wanted to do, and it was a good idea. It's just it's disadvantage.
All right. And then
It's a good hit.
totem. Yay. Totem wants to bite him again. Yay.
Yep, that hits.
And there you go.
Okay.
This time he got a couple of bicuspids in there.
All right.
And he doesn't get a reaction because he got hit with shocking
that's all right.
grasp.
He's just going to attack you. It doesn't matter. He attacks you. He responds. Whack, slash. He tries to slash back and drops his sword again. This guy seriously is having problems with you. He
That's
uses his
because
bonus
Totem
action
bit
to
bit
pick it
his
up.
finger off.
Praedyth, you're up. Man, that's terrible. These guys are just having a day.
Right. Let's
It's
see.
sort of like Hylough. Having the same day as Hylough does.
Let's see here. Praedyth gonna step back in.
Okay.
And we'll shoot at the one Rhux.
Okay.
And Rhux has hit him, correct?
Yes.
And we'll cast Toll the Dead. If that goes.
You had two guys targeted.
Oh, I thought
So
I
I
had
have
targeted
no
all at once.
idea.
Sorry.
I have no idea who took the damage. Whoever took the damage was somebody who had 27 hit points. So it was the right guy. You lucked out. The guy who is the right guy.
All right. So I do that, and then I back off.
Okay. This guard is gonna continue to fight Hylough. Swings again. I believe he misses. Yeah, yes. Swings one more time as he's trying to defend himself. He hits this time. Sure, and does 8 points of damage to Hylough. That guard. This guard here is gonna fight Rhux.
My way down.
He swings at the same time. Hits Rhux for not very much damage. Kind of a graze again, and then hits Rhux again with his second attack. Jesus, just a graze of damage. Iylis, you're up, sir.
All right. I want to 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and 3, 4, shut the door. No.
Whatever, if you want to shut the door, you can. I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm gonna use magic missile myself on, I think, let's just go for this guy.
Okay. Oh, yours did the correct thing. Cool. It hit him, as it always does. And unless there's a shield that comes up, which did not come up.
Oh.
All right. And anything else?
That will be all.
Aaron, you're up.
All right. First tries to charm. Yeah.
What? You trying to? No, I thought you were trying to charm him, and I was like, "What do you mean you're charming him?"
Nope. Okay.
That one misses though.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do something I forgot, and that's cast a spell called
Shield of
Shield of
Faith.
Faith.
I see. All right, Rhux, you're up.
You're still fighting that guy?
Yes, he is.
I've missed.
Everybody is still fighting a single guy.
I've just
All right,
started
well.
fighting a guy, I'll have you know. I left Aaron
Rhux,
to
that
deal
actually
with the
hits.
other one.
All right. That hits Rhux
I'll add my whatchamacallit onto this one, so that's +3.
to that particular attack.
Yeah, so that's 12.
All right. Slam
Gonna-
into it, and the water splashes up against him and slams against the wall.
I'm gonna put this man into submission if it kills me.
No, not yet.
As a bonus, I will. 1 second, I should target myself while I do this. So I didn't do that last time, and it was stupid. Did I use a spell earlier? Oh, I did. That's true. I did do that.
You did the Thunderous Smite, I think.
No, I have 1 left. I think I used this. I think it still hasn't been a day since I gave Aaron Shield of Faith underwater.
No, it has been.
It has been. Oh, I'll put that back up. I'll put that back up by 2.
All right, so this guard still can only see Hylough, so he's gonna
I think I regained 2. of
target
those.
Hylough and shoot him with a bow. And he's gonna hit for 5 points. Hylough's starting to look a little, or 7 points because of extra damage. All right, we're gonna do one more round because it's only 10-15. Hylough, you're up.
Okay, well, we got to put an end to this, don't we?
You gotta start ending some of these guys, otherwise you're gonna start.
Yeah, they're going to end us. So
Yep.
So, all right, let's.
I'm trying.
I know you guys are. This is not meant to be an easy fight.
Hammer of the War, and of course I don't hit him again, do I?
Nope.
Do it again. I'm a one-trick pony, and I do
That's-
something there.
That's a pretty good hit. Oof. Slams into him, and he kind of drops a little bit to one knee, and you think, oh yeah, and then he looks up at you and smiles through bloody teeth, and then he's going to attack you. So his turn. All right.
What else could I do here? And I guess I could. I might want a
Second wind.
second wind. Yeah, use that ability there.
Ooh.
That's all.
Yeah. Fortunately, not as much as you were hoping. All right. Martin looks at you, Marcus, and says, you don't seem to be the Argent Watch to me, so I think you're invading my home, and I'm within my right to kill you.
We have a badge, and they know where we are.
So
If you don't stop now, you'll be running for the rest of your
at that
life.
point, he casts this.
And I counterspell.
All right, give it a roll because it's a 6th level
Yep.
spell.
I am aware.
5th level spell.
Oh,
Actually.
it says 5th,
Yeah,
but
it's a 5th level spell. Sorry.
yeah.
And you can use a higher if you have a higher.
He doesn't have it.
You think I'm that cool?
He doesn't have
He's
it.
cool.
I just got some 3rd level spell slots.
And you do have a bardic. I don't know if it'll work on this though.
No, only ability checks. This is not an ability check.
And then
Roll your d20, add your spell modifier.
It's ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
It's
Actually,
not a saving throw. This
it won't matter.
It's not a saving throw.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's more than just a saving throw.
Yeah. No, I know, but it's not this particular.
icky.
Unfortunately, your attempt to do it fizzles, and the cone of cold flashes out. Luckily, both of you made your saving throw, which is good.
Cool.
But Marcus still goes down.
Yep.
Oh no. I'm not feeling too
And
good
you're not
myself.
feeling so good yourself. You're correct. guy is nothing to be trifled with. So,
He's a bit more
Raven
nasty
is
than I
up.
thought.
Raven sees a blast of cold air come flying out,
Yeah. Well,
slamming into Iylis and maybe Marcus. It's hard to tell.
that didn't seem great.
Oh, out here.
Want the Raven to do what?
Peck
Raven-
him. Peck him.
Raven
peck him.
is gonna try and kind of. He's gonna fly back up and hide a little bit, and if the carriage pulls off with Martin in it, he's gonna follow it.
Okay. He goes up. All right. Guard. This guard gets out some tack, and you can see him do this. He starts getting one of the horses out. This guard here comes to there, and it's going to attack Dresd'a. Actually, going to go all the way to there, and it's going to attack Dresd'a with a +2.
No.
So, first thing is a multi-attack. Longsword is going to be a +2 to this, so it's actually a 14, which I believe still misses. And then does it again with another +2. I believe that's a 15. That still misses. All right.
Got really close though.
Yep. This guard is going to attack Aaron. Multi-attack. Longsword. That one hits Aaron. Not a lot of damage, but Aaron makes his concentration. And then he attacks him again. Oof, that was close, but misses. All right, Marcus, death saving throw. Unless you went to exactly 0.
I honestly don't know what I had. I think I had 20 something. How much did I take?
Actually, you went to exactly 0. You did go to exactly 0.
Okay.
You had 17. It took you took exactly. No, that's not true.
No, it said I took 22, so I got a death saving throw.
Yeah, death saving throw.
What, Peter? What kind of armor are the guards wearing?
I'd have to look. Give me a second.
Because that shocking grasp, I get advantage if it's metal armor.
Chain shirt.
So that would count. All right, so I get advantage.
Marcus does his death saving throw and makes his first one. Yay!
Yeah, no, there's a button here. I just haven't found it. So
That's
I'll just roll
okay.
that.
No, that's fine. All right, makes his first one. This guard here.
So am I turned into an ice statue?
You're definitely frozen. This guard here kind of just pushes your body over to the side. He doesn't actually attack you. He pushes your body over to the side. And then he goes over to here and starts getting some tack out. Iylis. He kind of moves you to the side because they clearly want to get out. Dresd'a.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You're up.
Okay, so since he's wearing a chain shirt, and I just noticed this, I'm going to try Shocking Grasp. I get it with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Alt, right?
Yep, Alt. Click. Should give you the advantage roll. Which does it.
Yay. And then Totem's going to try to bite him again. He just loves him. He tastes real good to him.
Okay. Guy's still up, but looking pretty nasty. All right. This guard here attacks back.
And remember, he doesn't have a reaction.
Okay. Attacks you with a longsword +2 because he's flanked. That's going to hit you.
Yeah, it's going to hit. It's a whackety smackety.
All right. 9 points there. And then the next one it misses. Completely. Nothing I can do to make that better. All right. Praedyth, you're up.
All those bites, he's got blood on his fingers. And it makes his grip slippery.
You notice that there is definitely a guy right around the other side of the door.
Well, that's not
You're
great.
technically not considered threatened because of the diagonal and the door being locked.
Okay.
So, just as an FYI.
I will step back here.
Mhm.
Target him and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Pew, the pew.
Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, it misses.
All right, let's count numbers, shall we? 1, 2, 5, 15, 20,
Okay.
25.
All right. This guard here is going to try to attack Hylough again.
I'm fairly successful. If that stops.
Yeah, that one misses.
Duck.
Swings again. And that one's highly successful.
Oh.
But not super highly successful. Could have been a lot worse. This guard attacks Rhux. Multi-attack. First swings his longsword and misses. And then swings another longsword and misses again. All right. It is now Iylis' turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Magic Missile at level 2. I want to target 2 of the bolts to hit Mr. Man here. And then I want the other 2 to hit the horses. Can I do that?
Yep. However, he uses his reaction to cast shield.
Shield on
Himself.
who? On
Shield
himself,
automatically
okay.
blocks magic
Because
missiles.
it automatically blocks magic missiles. That's why.
Yeah, cool.
So roll each other one individually for the 2 horses. You can hit the horses with them. That's fine.
That's at second level. Well, you want to just take the first 2? So the 4 and the 1?
Yeah. All right. So this one takes 5 points. This one takes 2 points. And the horses, well, let's do get agitated. We'll see on the guard's turn when he does his animal handling if he's able to calm them or not. You still have a move and a bonus.
I'm going to skedaddle. Yeehaw! That's 4.
Yeah, Marcus.
So he's right there.
Next time I'm just assassinating. If I survive this, screw this.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I think
That's what I get for trying to be a cop.
Remember, you guys did all say that he's a rich guy. He's probably gonna
have guards.
Oh no, I agree. It's
no, it's all good. Just reminding you that. Iylis, you sure you want to do that? Gotta ask you that question. Can you still see
have magic missiles?
The guy who called you?
Yes.
So does it make sense
so
for you to go where you were
maybe I should 1, 2, 3. Something like that.
Just saying.
Hey, bird.
The bird is up ahead, up in the air.
Bird.
All right. Anything else there?
No, I'm
all
good.
Right. Aaron, you're up.
Do this again.
16 misses, unfortunately. Nope. Man. All right. Rhux.
Or just trying to frickin' get this guy to stop. Come on, dude. It's getting ridiculous at this point.
That hits it. And
I don't know why I have to roll concentration.
Because you targeted yourself.
Oh, oops.
Dude.
I forgot I had still targeted myself.
Targeting yourself.
Well, no, I targeted myself last turn so that the Shield of Faith would be on me.
Uh-huh. Well, 10 points is enough to take this guy down.
All right, well, then I will move past this man.
Okay.
We will hit him.
Make sure you target him.
You're right. I am targeting the person on the floor. This is going to be...
By the way, it doesn't matter what you roll because he has 1 hit point left.
I get wrecked.
What? I was that close?
Yes, you were that close. That's why I was kind of giggling a little bit that last round. When you did 8 points and he had 9, and I was just like, oh man, poor Hylough.
All right, well, I used the rest of my movement to get to the dude who's been firing his bow.
All right, well, it's his turn, so he's going to drop that bow and pull out his sword, and, well, he's going to attack you.
That's fine.
So that's just what he's going to have
No
to
more
do.
firing your laser.
All right, he does that and attacks with the longsword. The first one is a miss because you have the extra thing.
No, I have 18.
Correct.
Maybe I don't.
You have the extra. No, your armor class includes the Shield of Faith. So yes,
for some reason,
18.
I thought that my armor class was 18.
All right, and you miss. So we get to the top of round 6. I think we'll stop there because we're at 10:30. The battle is still kind of in flux, I think. You got over here, which is over on this side, which is with Iylis and Aaron and Marcus. That's sort of in a weird little spot. You've got the other side, which Hylough's not looking so hot, but Dresd'a and Rhux are doing okay, but there's still 3 guys over there, so it's an interesting spot right now. We'll see how this goes next time.
Wow.
Dum dum dum.
It's
next time
a hard
on
fought battle. So, all right. Well, stop it there for this evening. We'll pick it up again next time.